Big up to all those in YouTube land. A happy new year from the Blues Brothers. And hopefully not a lot of misery. Look at him, he can't take it already. JPT's already got his head in the hands. Oh well, let's get over this over and done with. Let's do this. A happy 2025 to everybody in YouTube land. We hope you are well from Blues Brothers, from JPT and myself. God bless, and we all wish you a better one. Unless you're Spurs, of course. Moving on. How are you, JPT, and how was your New Year's, brother?
I'm doing good, man. New Year's was great. Well, happy New Year's to you. Happy New Year's to Kate and your whole family. Happy New Year's to the chat as well. Thank you for joining us. We wanted to do this yesterday and then also, but New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So it was like,
You were hungover. What are you complaining about? You were hungover. I had to work.
yeah.
What are you complaining about? And I had to work New Year's Eve and day. So
Yeah, big up to this guy for man. This guy.
it was surgical slaughter, brother. I normally have Wednesdays off. They booked me extra because it was New Year's. So that's a trip.
Yeah, I mean, I was just more tired just from somewhat hungover, not really hungover, but just tired, man. I'm
And
like,
he was hitting a bong just before we started, you know.
yeah.
It's
Now I'm a
from the
little
bar.
tired. But it's the cope, man. It's the cope.
Copium.
And
Like
also, yeah,
morphine
happy New Year's
release.
to the chat too. I hope everyone had a good time. Crane, I hope you had a good time, man. I was trying to because he's on the West Coast of my time. That's 3 hour difference. I was gonna be like, you know what? I think I might have to stay up and wish this guy happy New Year's on the dot, because that's my boy right there. But I'm like, bro, I tapped out at barely at 1 a.m. I was like, we gotta go. I gotta go to sleep. I'm tired. And then my little dog was walking around here, so we hear pitter patter. That's her. That wake me up super early because she had to go to the bathroom, and then wouldn't leave me alone. But yeah, responsibilities. But yeah, kind of
Daddy
wish my
duties.
New Year's started with a better feeling than what we just saw.
Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. What if you could have any Christmas present or late Christmas present relating to Chelsea, JPT? What would it be?
Pussies, because they all play like a bunch of pussies in the defense. It so relates.
No, we've got that. You want to get rid of that? That's what I'm saying. We've already got pussies in our defense.
Right, I'm saying what I wanted, but not for Chelsea though. I just personal.
Okay.
God, no, Anthony, he was ready. He was coming out to the guy. I was like, please tell me he's asleep. Yeah.
Big up Wolfie and TCP, the Tractor Boys. All right. And Happy New Year to you, Anthony. Hope you're well, brother, and 2025 is kind to you. DJ Crane, I want Palmer again. Keeping it real, Chelsea. Big up. Did not want to talk about this embarrassment, but we must. That's from the guy sitting next to me. That's enchanting. That's a good way of starting off 2025, isn't it? My co-host is bailed on me, people. he's already like fed up with this shit. But yeah, hang on. What did TT say? TCP means something to do with gal. Knowing him, these cheap pitches. I don't know. I don't know. I'll ask him when he comes in. Let me start that one, and I can bring him up and ask him. A happy new year to you too. Bless you, brother. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you finally get your tractor fixed. Well, in that case, because you stop hitting it every time you watch an Arsenal game. But yeah, as the title says, and as JPT said, spoke about, because we did the preview for the Ipswich game, and a lot of people. Okay, let me first address something about the Ipswich result. Everybody's been going on about that ficking penalty ever since. Forget
I don't care about the penalty, man.
how crap Chelsea were during the game. Forget the fact that we could barely get a shot on target. The fact we could barely get the ball out from the back without giving the ball away. Everyone was talking about how controversial the penalty was. What about the other 89 minutes of the game? Like, JPT, do you want to start on the performance of Ipswich? Or big up Bargav as well.
Oh yeah.
How hard do you think the lap will go? Well, as long as he's not doing a one-season wonder, who knows? We'll see. Well, sorry, JPT. What was you going to say, brother?
So it's more so. Yeah, as you mentioned, the penalty give or take, maybe if they didn't call that, maybe Chelsea would have started off better, but that's hypotheticals. We're dealing with reality. They gave the penalty. My thing is, even with that, our squad was good enough to. I'm not saying that Ipswich, bad, but we just gave them their first home win of the season
In 2 years.
in 2 years. I didn't even know that. I just thought it was for this season. Now I'm extra sad. Hey, look at that. We're breaking streaks for people. The Fulham since 1979. Now this. Um, I have questions about what this lineup. Once I saw that lineup, especially in defense, bro, I had panic. I was like, shit, that 1-0 is
Bro,
going to
I'll
turn
panic no
into.
matter what defense we got.
No, I mean, I said like, even for me, remember I said this, and I'm not sure if you agree with it, but I feel like our Conference League squad could have pulled a result. And I'm saying because I think there's more cohesion there, especially they have a goalkeeper in those tournaments that can actually perform well. Um, that's one positive. If we'll come back to that, this one positive I took from that game. Hard to find, but yeah, no, defense got bullied. The lab made them his bitch or his bitches because my God, he was just having
No,
running
no, it
fine.
wasn't. It wasn't just. Well, you are right in the sense of physically he outmuscled them, but it wasn't just down to like, the lack's physical presence. One thing that was very, 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 very bad, and you can see it in their second goal. I wouldn't even be afraid that to get the copyright violation in showing in the second goal is the space and the line between our defenders. Ah! As a person that used to be a defensive coach, I looked at you got one guy there and the other two are down there, and there's big hole in the middle where the ball goes, and it's just what? Like, oh, sorry. Just looking at it makes me want
Yeah,
to strangle Maresca.
that space was crazy because it's true. It was. I'm not sure if it was just like cohesion or just a mix up with his guys. Because I mean, I think with if we started you in the game would have been worse idea. I mean, the thing is that we're still forcing Jackson as a striker, even though he's not informed. And Cuckoo, when he came onto the game, he was even just as bad. I thought no one in the attack looked good, but yeah, the space, defense, terrible. Desasi. Here's the thing: we gifted them 2 goals. This game could have easily been 0-0, but still been just as pissed off because we play like shit through and through. I don't care about the possession. Possession was. It just reminded me of Barca fans would never like back then when they would lose to be like a 1-0 game to like a shit team and they'd be like, well, we possession. We won that game, so were they really better than? It's like, bro, they dog walked us that game. It wasn't even fair. Jackson terrible. He's hitting a bit of a dry. I was gonna say dry spell. Pause. Well, that's technically it. This man hasn't gotten it in since his whole like the Southampton when he was benched, where he was hungry for like goals, and he's like, man, I feel I missed out on the stat pad session because we were banging goals in for Southampton. We were saving them for the Spurs game. What did he do then? Nothing. Since I mean, he had the one goal versus who did we play recently that it was like he scored was that Villa? No.
Brentford, Brentford,
Brentford,
Brentford.
Brentford. I was like, it's gotta be a London club. But before then, he was missing some easy opportunities, but yet he managed to score like the difficult ones. He missed you can call it City versus Everton, wasn't really effective for Fulham, and the only real opportunity he had a one-on-one that was called offside, but even then doesn't even hit the frame. Either way, Palmer also taken out. I mean, it feels like we've been figured out, and I feel Maresca is starting to show stubbornness in what he wants to do because I feel he could have made tactical changes, but did he? He just made like for like, and I'm starting to like worry a little bit because I'm also don't want to put it to like yes, but we have a young squad. So what, man, bro? I mean, and then the excuse of do you want us the press conference where we talked about the excuse of why is this happening later on, or talk about
No,
it
no,
now?
I didn't. I didn't. So you can enlighten me and the audience.
Um, he's chalking it up to we have 9 games to December. We're tired. These results are bound to come. I'm
Wait,
saying
when you use a completely different team in the week.
what was our the people what people kept throwing us like, oh, where is Joao Felix going to change, that we have a overinflated squad.
Mm,
Okay, we bragged about that we can set a second 11 in the conference league games and think we're going to pick up. Yeah, that's true. But the thing is that when it comes to this time of the season, I feel like these teams even are trying to start throwing the kitchen sink at you because these guys are fighting relegation. But still, eh, man, I'm not saying that as an excuse of why we lost. We just played like shit. We were managed like shit.
I agree.
But yeah, but you know who else had 9 games so far in December? Liverpool. How are they doing?
Hmm.
Arsenal are about to get into a 9 months or 9 months, 9 games next month, or starting now, or I'm not sure when, but it's either February, or January they're playing 9 games. Let's see how they do. That's a bullshit excuse with the size of our squad. We can't say that. Let me see. Hang on, isn't that the? Yeah,
Everyone gets a Ram December, especially in England. Big up
yeah.
TT. How you doing, sir? Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you at all. I don't know what's going on. I may have to rejoin again.
Are
No,
you
you're
serious?
fine. We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you clearly. I can also hear the
Yeah, I know.
feedback.
It
That's
doesn't matter. It's
crazy.
a little bit of echo, but it's because you've got no mic in. You're probably just watching it on the screen, which is fine.
Yeah.
Mm.
Big up, Eros. Hope you're doing good, and also big
Uh,
up, Cade. Hope you're feeling better.
yeah, big up you, Rossi. How you doing, Eric? Jordan
Big
in the
up,
building as well,
Jordan.
fellow
He's
Jamaican.
he's enjoying life right
Get
now.
out of here. Get out.
Don't listen to him, Jordan. You're welcome here anytime. TT's just he's a bit sour right now because we're not having good results. We're not playing like you guys.
No.
And I mean, big up to you, bro. And please like and subscribe to this brother. You're a nice guy. Big up,
I
Jordan.
think it's road to what 2K.
Something
Or
like,
do you
yeah, I think
already?
so.
All right, well, big up to Jordan.
Maybe TT might. Big up, and Eric. Big up to you, brother. Happy New Year to you, and a happy New Year to
Do
you,
you know what?
Jordan. Big
You
up.
know what? Jordan isn't at 2,000 yet
Mm.
because he flip flops. That's it. One
Oh,
minute
okay.
he's Liverpool. 1 minute he's Liverpool. Next minute he's Manchester City. So, when you do that, when you do that,
Ooh,
Ooh, I didn't
yeah,
know that. No, but Jordan will get to 2K, man.
yeah,
Whether or not
there
he
you
he'll
does
go.
get
that,
there.
like it's
He'll get
just
there. He's at 1,600 and something. I think so. He's there, getting there.
Has he got more than you, TT?
He could definitely not have more than I do, cause I'm at 3,000.
Oh yeah. Well, in that case, help TT on the road to 4K, people. Might as well add it
Oh,
while we can.
no. My goal right now is just 10 more subscribers. That's it.
Get, all right, he's being humble about it. I'll say it for him. Like and subscribe to the thing. He's a good boy. He knows what he's talking about. He talks sense. And he likes
yeah.
me as well, so shut up.
Oh god.
So, TT, give me your feelings, by the way, on the Ipswich result and how do you
Mm.
feel we played?
Ooh, we. Yeah, what? You see, it's so funny. I feel like it's my fault. I feel like it's my fault because I came on and I was so negative.
Yeah,
Probably
but you
before the
were
season.
right, though.
Yeah, but who wants to be right about that? Who wants to be right about the team dropping points at a team that did not win any match at their home ground? Come on, man, that's embarrassing. Embarrassing. Um, yeah, that's why I kept saying Charity FC is still in full effect. It was just about when, and the players were saying, "Oh, you know what? We couldn't give them the gift on Christmas Day. So let's just wait for the day after. When he should be putting all the boxes together for Boxing Day. So they just gifted the gifts that they couldn't give on Christmas Day. But on a serious note, though, it was exactly what I said. I was hoping would not happen. Is exactly what happened. The physical press, everything Ipswich came with it. Midfield couldn't handle it. The defense was shaky as usual. I just felt bad for Jurgensen because Jurgensen actually tried his best. I
Oh,
don't think.
the number of saves this guy made.
Yeah, I mean, I feel
So I
bad for
should
him
have
because
had another one at least.
yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, and then it's just the same old thing every season. Create chances, can't finish. Create chances, can't finish. But I don't know. Kieran McKenna is doing. I mean, I kind of understand why the owners would have and the sporting directors probably would have thought he would be an option to bring in, because I mean we're linked with him, but like I mean he looks like he had Maresca's number, and I mean in all fairness they did go up in the
Just like
championship.
Sean Dyche did.
Yep. Yep, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. It was there. I mean, and I had to be reminded when I did my mid-season review of the fact that those things started long before Everton. The cracks were there. The fact that if a team uses an extreme low block against us, we will be we'll struggle. We'll be forced to be doing things over the top, long balls and all of that, and it just wasn't working. The amount of times I saw Fernandes trying to switch play to that right hand side to Madueke, or trying to switch play to that side to Felix, and Felix couldn't do anything. It was concerning, but it's exactly what I said, the physical aspect of it, and it just goes back to the acquisitions that we made, and why you remember the conversation we had at the end of the windows, and we were talking about the defense and how we needed experience. It was just, and I was pissed in that review, because I was like,
That's why I said it was a
everything.
4
Oh, I
out
know
of 10
you were.
window, bruv. I had a whole review about transfer window, and I just told about the raw disappointment of the signings that we had,
Yeah.
because we were promised world class players. There was talk of Tony, Osherman. Oh, we've bid for both of them, all that kind of thing. And in the end, you're like, it's like when you
None.
take off a girl and you wonder where the tits went when she takes the bra off.
Oh
Like
my
the
word.
wonder bra center, you know what I mean? Like, just gone.
Yeah,
It's true though.
Mm.
yeah, it's true. I wish I could disagree with the analogy, but it's just the truth. I mean, it's just you were very disappointed. It's like it was below your expectation. So I mean, yeah, but I'm hoping that we are able to bounce back as quickly as possible, and we don't get
Hmm.
into the slippery slope of what we've seen in prior seasons. But it's why when other fans were on cloud 9, and every time I came on the Blues Brothers, I was like, oh, we're doing this and we're doing that. I was always, trying to be optimistic, but looking at the fact that, okay, there's cracks there, there's little mistakes in this team still, and it's like you take 2 steps forward, then you take 4 steps back. Not 2 steps back, you take 4 steps back. It goes back to square one.
Can
So
I ask you both the same question? The same question, but I'll ask TT first because he was talking and bless him. I didn't mean to interrupt him because I know he doesn't get a chance to speak continuously often. But one thing I will say, do you feel like the kind of form we're on now, kind of reminds you of the form we were on when we first got Poch?
Give it there one more time.
You remember the form the team's on
Yeah.
is the same as it was when Poch first took over. Can't
Like,
score, keep on conceding stupid goals, loads of mistakes being made.
so you're saying Maresca might pull like a reverse Poch season? Start
Well,
off
to be honest,
great,
I think
then
okay.
finish like
Well,
shit.
I'm gonna get onto Enzo in a minute, but in terms of the performances, right, I have to say it's kind of like how TT alluded to a minute ago. We're kind of reverting back to type sloppy, slow to start, slow to adapt, slow to be aggressive, and it's kind of like this team has no guts. And it has no oomph. Now, at least under Poch. Yeah, if you want to, Jordan. If you want to come on, brother, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, the link is I put it in my chat as well.
There you go. It's there if you wish. There you go. Right there. But yeah, I just feel that the team has now gone full circle and we're back to how we were at the beginning of last season. Does anyone else feel the same?
yeah, I do. And that's the thing, because that's what I said. It's 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. I mean, I can get what JPT means about it's technically a flip of what we saw with Poch, because in preseason we were flying and everything was beautiful, but in preseason on the Maresca we were we were losing
Mm.
matches galore. We conceded like what 12 goals through the matches. So
We
I
were conceding
mean,
like crazy.
and then we started the season off sloppy, and we slowly grew in, and we're scoring goals for fun, and then boom, things just go back to reality check. I mean, it goes back to Tuchel as well. I mean, I remember, and even Lampard, the second season of Lampard, I remember that we were top of the league early on, and then December hits, November hits, boom, everything just Man City happens, and we just crash. The plane crashes into the sea. Tuchus full season, same thing. We were leading, we're top of the league, and then November, December comes and we collapse again. So it's just about being able to just get past that December period. And I see a lot of content creators saying that, oh yeah, Chelsea in the title race, the manager just doesn't want to put the pressure, and I'm like, shut up, what are you talking about? How do you go from having sloppy players, bozo gene players one season, and they magically become perfect players the next season when you make no difference? How does that make sense? So that's why I'm saying that these fans were on cloud nine. They were
Big up
living
Chelsea
in
Blue.
utopia where they think things are beautiful. That's not how it
Big up,
works.
Blue.
Yeah, I mean, so do you think this this is more what we're gonna expect going forward?
Well, to be honest, judging by Maresca's record himself, if you look at the second season he had, well, his second half of his first season of Leicester, they didn't exactly topple many
Big up
mantles,
Jordan.
did they? Big up, Jordan. Hey, big up in your
Big
house,
up,
bro. How
big
you
up,
doing, man? How
big
you
up.
doing, man? You good?
Um,
Look at the smug Liverpool
yeah, man,
fan
I'm
there,
good.
boy. Like, look at the top. Look at the top of the tree, man. Right here. Look at the
Get
smug
off,
man.
get him off. Especially in
You know what? Just for being rude, TT, to my guest, I removed you instead. How about that? No, Jay.
Why is he
Just
wearing
kidding.
a blue shirt though? Why is he wearing a blue shirt? The
He's
disrespect.
trying
You
to
see, I'm
mingle
telling
in
you.
it. He's trying to blend in with the environment. Shut
You see
up.
my point.
Like,
You see my
Well,
point. He's
no,
not
it looks well,
consistent.
it's purple,
One
so it makes
moment he's
sense.
Liverpool.
Mixture of red and blue.
Come on, one time he's Liverpool, next thing he's Manchester City, and then he was Chelsea for a couple of
Man,
minutes. Come on, man.
big up Jerry.
hey, Jordan, what's your answer to this?
There, man.
Jordan, are you just coming off working at a fast food restaurant? What's that? What's that over your head?
Big up, Jerry.
Big up, Jerry, man.
Big up.
Yeah, man. Happy New Year's, guys, man.
Happy New Year's, man.
Big up. Hey, so how do you feel about how Liverpool are playing right now, Jordan? Give me your feelings, bro. What do you see, right?
Yeah, man.
Arnie getting right at Liverpool that you see Maresca getting wrong at Chelsea? Give me your take.
Yeah, indeed. Yes. It's good, man. It's good. It's good. Very happy for the boys. Though drop 5 on West Ham. We have United on Sunday to start
Oh
off the
my
new
God.
calendar year.
Hey, there you go. They get a late Christmas present, bro. They get to go to United. There you go. You're gonna look forward to that, Jordan. You're gonna score 5 or 6 goals.
It's at Anfield too, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, are you confident?
Oh my God. I feel like I'm watching John Wick.
John
I feel like the Russian dad telling his son, "I love you, but you are
Yeah.
fucking dead."
Wait. Who is he? The boogeyman? No, he's the guy you sent to kill the fucking boogeyman.
Baba Yaba.
Baba Yaga. Baba
Oh, that's
Yaga.
a Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. That's the Mexican version.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, so what do you reckon the scoreline's going to be, Jordan, with Man United at the weekend? You reckon you'll just shred them?
Yeah, man. We will beat them. We will absolutely humble them. We know what happened. I saw the results. Then get humbled by teams. So yeah, we got the job done. We're seeing them in 14th. So yeah,
Jerry
we
said,
can get
"Welcome
it.
to Chelsea, Jordan." He's frozen, I think.
Yeah. He's frozen because of what Jerry said. He didn't know he would get called out.
Here we go. Here we go from when his stream resumes, we'll catch up with him. Chelsea Blue says in JPT's chat, all we need is just our players to stay fit, especially James, Lavia, and Fofana. Those 3 players actually define our season. That is our
Lavia's
defense, basically. That's true. I would fully agree with that. But the thing is, for a team like Chelsea, having just those 3 isn't enough. Because you look at all the previous Chelsea teams, there were always 4 or 5, 6 players there that could do a job and do a job well, particularly when you look at previous years. And I think that's probably the discussion me and JPT have had the most over the last 2-3 days. And I'm pretty sure TT would agree, even without signing players, there's still plenty of room for improvement in that squad just in-house. Get Uchi back off loan, get Santos back off loan, get certain players back into the team. Why the hell we loaned out Trevor Chalobah to Crystal Palace, who's now flying through them, by the way, because he scored in 2 games in a row, or he scored in twice in 3 games
for the season.
Well, he's starting to get back to fitness and form, and you can see it. Why the hell we got rid of someone like Trevor Chalobah, who can play right defensive centre back, if you like, and right back? It did it for us. Like, you know, when we won the Champions League, not the Champions League, the FA Cup. But wasn't he in the I'm not sure if he was in the Champions League squad. But even Tuchel relied on him. And if Tuchel thought he was a good player, why does Enzo Maresca not think he's a good? Because I'm not being funny. Given the choice between the two, I know Tuchel's a 10 times better tactician than what Enzo Maresca is. So, and why did we get rid of someone like him, who's at least a decent player, to bring in someone like Diassi, who's completely shit?
Oh my God, he's been.
Because this is because for me, this is where public enemy number 1 starts, right? You know Diassi is trash. We all know Diassi is trash. But you keep playing him. Why? He can't handle it. And he's proven that.
He barely handles it in the Conference League games.
Welcome back, Jordan. 2 seconds, brother, and you can finish what you were saying. Improvement is right, but we first need our captain. I come from the era of Terry and Aspie, always there. I hear you, but I come from the era of Marcel Desailly and beyond that, where we had always had 3 or 4 good centre backs. Even when you go through the Mourinho area, we had Gallas, we had Ricardo Carvalho, we had Terry.
Someone's echoing? Can someone mute if that's the case?
It's Jordan. Not Jordan. Sorry, it's TT. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Jordan.
Just like if
is the problem?
Mario Melchior.
Let me upgrade.
Just all I gotta do is mute, bro. That's it. And then
just mute for a second, and when you talk, we'll shut up. That's it. It's simple, man. There's always a way around it. But yeah, you know what I mean. And that's the thing. Even with, don't get me wrong, that's another guy I think we let go of too early. Aspie. Why did we get rid of that guy? Because we already had another 39, 38-year-old in someone like Thiago Silva. I'm not being funny. Aspie's defending. His defensive quality. To be honest, yeah, he was almost better than John Terry when it comes to being a defender. You know that, Aspie. Even though he played on the right, he was a good player. He's one of my favourite Chelsea defenders of all time. Chelsea Blue, keeping it real. One more thing. The board knew Lavia is injury prone, why we should have got a 6. But when you look back to the possession, Maresca was actually using Leslie, then the club loaned him out. Well, this is what we were talking about, Leslie, about how you can improve things in-house. You know what I mean? It was Jordan Blue sounds like fire shoes.
The thing is that the one thing that was being somewhat praised for Lavia for coming was that he was only injured, or that he hardly got injured, and then when he came to us, he picked an injury right away. And he was good for 30 minutes that season. So I mean, that was one thing. It's we're finally gonna get a midfielder who's not injury prone. It's just when they join us, they just want to drop like flies. But
that's true.
But that's the thing. I mean, you can. There is some. He's a good player. I'll be real. He's a good player, and then when we utilize him, Enzo and Caicedo, especially when Caicedo was inverting as right back to then go with that midfield 3, it looked really good. I mean, but that's the thing. We can't really rely on this if only Lavia was healthy. It means we're a fragile it's like a fragile Django.
But the thing is, one thing that's being overlooked, right? In the whole thing, I get the discussion everyone's having about players, and this is why I want to move on to Maresca. Hang on a minute. Chelsea Blue says, if James, Lavia and Fofana can give me 10 league games from now till we finish top 4, easy. Yeah, but the thing is, I appreciate and I respect what you've just said there, Blue.
I get it, yeah.
But top 4 finish in the long run, is that what we all want? Just top 4? I want to be challenging for the league, bro.
The thing is that before going into the season, did you think we would be even getting close to top 4? I think a lot of people were saying like no.
You know what? In terms of just progression, I would have expected more to get top 4 this season than would have last.
Mm-hmm.
But, and this is where I'm going to go on to what I feel about Maresca, because big up Jordan again, bro. Welcome back. Just on my own personal, on the feeling of Maresca, yeah, I've seen top coaches at Chelsea in their primes, right? Say, for example, Mourinho, Conte, Carlo Ancelotti, right? These guys are goats of the game.
AVB.
Right? No, don't even get me started on AVB or the Lampards. Even Thomas Tuchel, to a degree, right?
I mean,
they're top managers, right? And they all have a balance between attack and defense.
mm-hmm.
In whatever respect they have it, they have an understanding of defending and an understanding of attacking. And what's that? I want to challenge for the league, but with multiple Chelsea EPL winning teams, we all know this team is still missing players to push for the league. There you go then, which gets me to my next point in the sense of what I was saying about Enzo, about whenever you've seen a Chelsea team get taken over by a top manager, there's always been a shift, maybe in slightly variations in the way we've played, but they've always kept balance. Now, sometimes the managers that have come in that have been maybe, as we said, top class managers have come in and they've got the balance wrong. Like a great example would have been when Conte took over. He tried a 4 system at the back. It didn't work with the players that he had. So he went back to scratch. He got rid of the 4 at the back system. He did the 5 at the back system with the 2 midfielders and then the 3 in front of them with the striker in front of them with Diego Costa. And then we became a record-breaking side. Now, the reason why I'm making this reference to this is because I see the exact opposite in Enzo Maresca. In the sense of you see a massive tactical deficiency in your team.
Mm-hmm.
And you do absolutely nothing to fix that problem. And you persist with the same thing over and over. And we know people like Colwell, even though he's a decent player, has still got room and time to develop. We know Badashili on his day can be decent and Tosin can be decent. But the problem is you always expose these guys because, and I bring back to the Ipswich second goal. You've got 3 defenders, that's your last line of defense, they're all near the halfway line, and they give away the ball straight away. Big up TT. Little Moises in the corner there, right, with his Chelsea top on the top.
There's too many Jamaicans here.
The Jamaican takeover.
No, come on, I can't be a minority in my own stream.
What do you mean you're a minority in your own stream? I'm the only white guy here. Come on.
Yeah, we're also Jamaican.
Yeah, but we're all blue. We're all blue, like TT just did there. We're all blue. Even Jordan's blue.
No.
Big up, Stepsy. Big up, bro. Hope you're doing well.
We all know that you're blue. We all know you're blue, Jordan. Come on, man. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Say take over.
Securing top 4 this year isn't a reasonable expectation under Maresca. Anything less, let's be honest, would be a failure. Plain and simple. I agree with you there, Jerry. Very much agree. Mrs. says anything other than first is a failure. JPT says, agree, Jerry. I think a lot of fans don't think top 4 was realistic and now it's mandatory. Oh, don't. We're in a title race, man. Remember that. We're in a title race, bro.
I mean, bro, I know we said we weren't in a title race. And we weren't being like humble. We were like honest, bro. It's first of all, it's really early, and 2 is like,
bro, we all knew that was anyone who'd watched Chelsea over the last 10 games knew that was a bag of shit. Yeah, because even Tottenham, who were as laughable as Man United a few weeks ago, exposed us and pummeled us in the first 10 minutes of the game against them.
Thank you. We could have been 3-0 down in the first 15
And JPT, didn't I say to you, against any other side that had a decent team that could defend, we're going to lose that match.
Exactly.
And that's exactly why I said when I was on TT stream the other day and I bigged him up and I said, I've been worried since the Spurs game. And that's why I was worried, because Tottenham opened us up like that.
Yeah.
So
exactly. I said they harassed us. The midfield was harassed. They got touched up in ways that is embarrassing.
This is P. Diddy settings. It was embarrassingly touching. Pause. You know what I mean? I blame Maresca, but we have defenders who don't like defending and want to escort players to the penalty box. I do hear you,
Yeah.
but the thing is, that's the thing. You still have 9 times out of 10 your team being caught in transition. How many times, right? And this is to all Chelsea fans. How many times of this season have you seen one of our defenders pass except no, even you, Jordan. Even you.
No.
No, you
No,
can't come
no,
on
no,
Blues.
no.
No, Bridget, you can't come on Blues Brothers and duck out now. You can't do that. Too late. No, I'm joking. No, I'm kidding. No, okay, except Jordan. But even Jordan, you must have seen some Chelsea, even like from your side of things. How many times have you seen the defenders play the ball blindly across the back four without looking, and you just see an opposition player just collect the ball and start running out of our goalkeeper? How many times? I've seen it about 10 times.
Even going back to last season.
Yeah, and season before when Kai was playing for Chelsea.
He would cause own goals again from Disassi.
From Disassi, bro. And that's the other thing. This guy can't play, bro. This guy can't pass, but yet you continuously play him. Why? And why is Gusto our only other left back when you got other left-sided players in the team? Like,
why didn't Josh get minutes? Like, even if he was like, bro, we re-signed him for a reason, and I'm starting to think that it was just because to make a profit off him even more. Like maybe he had like a release clause at this point, because you can't tell me Josh is a worse option than Axel Disassi as right back.
Well,
and then bringing up that keeps talking about James coming back. How many? I bet you when he gets into the starting 11, he's gonna be set up as a left back. Why the hell are we doing that to him?
Reece James has had more comeback than Jay-Z, man. Allow it. Just stop. I'm not. Reece James is not the thing. He's not the future. Nah, bro. I'm gonna have it said now, bro. And I've said this since the beginning of the season. Get rid of this guy, bro. I'm sick and tired of hearing about the mythical cat. He's like King Arthur. He's gonna come back with the sword and save the day, and everything's gonna be all right. It's bullshit. No, bro. Reece James does not solve our defensive problems. He really doesn't. Because even if Reece James was there, it would only make him look stupid because the defense is too open. That's why I said, that's why I don't rate Maresca, bro. He doesn't adapt. He doesn't improve. Who's he improved? Anybody want to answer that? Who has Enzo Maresca improved?
The only one I could think of is Cucurella. I feel like Cucurella was, and then Caicedo.
Hang on, 1 second. What was that, TT? Yeah, would you say is he improved anybody? Has Enzo Maresca as a coach improved any player from your point of view? I don't think so. Well, there you go then. Because I'm not being funny. Palmer, he inherited a player that was on form anyway from Poch. Wait. Cucurella come off of winning the Euros. I think he was on a high when he walked back at Chelsea from playing with Spain, and that's where the form he's been continuing. I don't think it had anything to do with how good he was for Chelsea, and I'm not being funny. This is the same Cucurella that slipped over twice, by the way.
Yeah, but then what happened after he finally switched his boots? Got to sit.
Bruv, how big man. Let me talk.
I get it.
If I was next to Cucurella, I'd be like, big man. Let me hear me now. Like, why did you only take you into the game start for you to fit all the people that could have brought you trainers and footwear, and you're still slipping around like a donkey? Come on, bro. You can't sort your footwear out. Come on, bro. You're supposed to be a professional footballer. That's
but
nuts.
you think the first time could you be like, oh, that shit, that was my fault. It's like, no, second time, it's the fucking shoes. Like, it's the fucking boots. I don't know. That's the one thing.
It's basic, JPT. That's my point. It's basics. Big up, Stepsy. Happy New Year to you, my bro. Chelsea Blue says, my only issue with Maresca is I really hope he can bring back a winning mentality in our team. Jose Conte, Carlos Tuchel made these players believe they could win, especially the Tuchel team. I agree. There's that stems from the manager, the belief. No, DJ Crane, Astrid is always open. Chelsea know how to close down the space, have to score, hit and miss. That's a very other way of looking into it. Took slipping twice to change them. Yeah, exactly. That's ridiculous. Does this panel trust Mascarella? I need a trophy this season. No, I don't. Is anyone here actually openly? Does anyone here trust Mascalera? I don't.
I want to see what he does this month before I make a rash decision because he can't deny like he was making. He's even switched up how he's making substitutions where he's waiting for late in the game.
Facts, Snipsy. Facts. That is absolute 100% facts.
Wasn't he also contractually obligated to wear those boots from Pumas because they were going to be released?
Yeah, but you can still wear a pair of boots like that aren't slipping, like, or you could just simply say, "Look, I kept them falling over in them. I can't wear them. That goes against my health and safety and shit." Can you imagine how many other like contractual obligations that guy had? That
but don't you know what happened after? They found a way to make it even better. Where they said, when you slip,
oh, the new ad.
Yeah.
Wet
I'll
floor.
say this: when he changed,
So they trolled him.
They were good.
They trolled him afterwards. That's even more embarrassing.
Hey, make better boots. That's all I'm saying. But either way, I mean,
see, this is how you can go from like title challengers to a mockery in 1 month. We got Ukrainian Universal Soldier Jean-Claude Van Damme Mudryk. That if he dies settings and shit. Like we've got Enzo Maresca apparently falling out with Madwiki as well, and in Cuckoo. All the squad harmony supposedly gone all of a sudden, and it's just like. This is not even halfway through the season yet, and all of our dirty washings coming out, and it's just like, come on, guys, man, this is like nursery settings. What's going on?
Kids, man. But it was funny though, you mentioned in Cuckoo, but also Joao Felix, man. We just brought this guy. Now there's rumors that he apparently wants to leave.
You know what I feel sorry for Joao Felix for? Yeah, he starts to come onto form, and then he still holds bench. He gets a hat trick and everything, that, and then it's just like, you know what? You can still hold bench for another 2-3 weeks, and when you're like, you've probably given up, I'll play you. Because I'm rotating everybody because everybody else is injured. It's just like, all right, cool.
Yeah, when he was announcing the lineup, I had a bad feeling he was going to be at left wing because I really just play him at his best position at as a 10. You tell me Palmer can't play at right wing and then put who could have been another option at the left?
What, out of our squad?
Yeah.
What? Well, if you were talking about everybody, Madwiki could play there, Jackson could play there.
I was going to say Jackson, and then like
Neto.
you up top.
Well, that's what we all thought it was going to be, wasn't it? We all thought that eventually Jackson would become the left-sided player and Nkuku would become the 9. And then it never happened. It was weird. It was just... And then that's what pissed me off about the That's what pissed me off about even more about the transfer window. Like, we were supposed to get Osherman or Tony because, like, we bid for both. And then we ended up getting neither. It was just kind of like, huh? Like, empty-handed. And we never improved the defense. And this is the other thing that pisses me off about Enzo as well. You've actually unsolved the problem that we solved last season. Sanchez, why is he in goal?
I mean,
Poch solved that problem for you, just like how we got Palmer ball in, and then you've unscrapped one thing. And I'm not being funny here, Palmer. I don't know how that guy's been starting recently, because I'm going to say it right here, right now. Over the last 5 games, that guy's been shit. I don't care how many people get mad at me for saying this. I don't give a shit if he scored 1 or 2 goals. He's been shit.
He's been like isolated. It's like they figured him out.
Well, he gets the problem. He gets the same problem Neto does. People just barge him off the ball, bruv. Because that's what's happened to Neto. Did you see Neto? Yeah, in that what was it? I think was it the Fulham game and the Brentford game, bruv, and the Everton game as well, particularly. They were all over him, bruv.
Yeah, double Martin Fulham, and one of them was Traore. I'm like, good luck.
Well, yeah, Jordan wasted no time in making a swift move to January. I think he's bolted again.
He also played striker. Sorry.
Yeah, it's true.
No, just going by what Chelsea Blue said. I'm like, just read the new
Yeah, I'm just about to play it. Yeah, I always thought Felix played as a striker and then Kuka in the left space. Let Felix do his flicks and tricks in the penalty box. Well, this is the thing. You wouldn't even say he's playing certain players to their strengths. Because if you're going to play Jackson, because that's the thing. I wouldn't mind seeing Nkuku battle it out for Palmer to see who plays behind the striker. Then still keep Jack, because for what, let's be honest, if Mudryk's going to get his contract terminated, how it's looking, because it's looking like he's guilty at the minute, until I hear something drastically different, we can still go back to basics, put Jackson on the left, then buy a proper striker.
Yep.
like we've been begging for the last year. And I'm not being funny. Like, I know, because has anyone heard about the Sterling? Apparently, we're going to get Sterling back because Arsenal, we managed to bug them out with Kai Havertz, but we never managed to get the Sterling one done. But never mind. But
I mean, we
you
knew
know,
that
big up
that loan's
Leroy.
due to
Happy New
fall,
Year,
yeah.
brother. Happy
Big up,
New
Leroy.
Year, man. Hope you're doing well. I've messaged you in WhatsApp, but you never answered me, man. I hope you're doing well, brother. I sent you a Christmas message and a Happy New Year's message, man. I hope all is well and the family's well, brother. Big up to Leroy and the Fight Week show. If you don't know, get to know about the Fight Week show. All your MMA news, views, bets, and odds. Top boys. Top boys. But yeah, like, going back to it, it's just, he's done nothing for me, Enzo Maresca. He's just done nothing. And I'll start off with the JPT. And I'll ask you, bro, does this guy got any saving graces?
I think just the way how he started off the season is just gonna buy him some time. Like, if that's what you mean. Like, but made better. I mean, did we answer the question like who he's made better? I know he said no one, or not even Caicedo, not Enzo.
Oh, has Enzo really improved though, or did he just hit a purple patch for a couple of games? We made the joke about him leaving his misses. Where was the flower power for him over the last couple of games, bro? Because he hasn't been there. And like TT pointed out in his analysis of the Ipswich game, and I think the Everton game as well, Enzo was getting bodied, bruv. Just like everybody else. Because that's the thing. We're not physically a very big side either.
So, I mean,
what
do you think?
Sorry, Palmer is Mascara's test because Poch got the best out of him. If Palmer continues playing shit, Chelsea fans will turn on Mascara. I agree. Sorry, JPT. My bad.
No, I was gonna say, do you think? I mean, I'm not sure how many games it was for neither, but when we played all three, like with Caicedo, Lavia, and Fernandez, that we probably saw the best from Fernandez. It wasn't for many games, but I feel like he had a little bit more freedom because he had people around that can help out muscle in the midfield.
Well, the thing is, I think you'll find Enzo's dip off started when Lavia got injured. Because all that defensive responsibility, that's the thing. When you play Enzo, you don't want him to have defensive responsibility. You want him halfway up the pitch, dictating things from the back. He's the link man between the defense and attack. He's the guy that's supposed to be the dictator of pace. He's the guy that's supposed to be responsible for our transition. You know what I mean? Like, he's the guy that's supposed to be the World Cup winner. Pick your part. And you can see there's ability there, but not all games suit him. Like, because obviously when you hit a low block, for example, and you can't ping those passes about, he looks average. He looks like Jorginho when he's just sitting there doing simple little things, right? And it's that's not Enzo's fault, by the way. That's tactical because of the way the team's set up. Like I said, it's kind of like, here you go, World Cup tax with Enzo isn't that 1, 2, 3, possibly TT. And by the way, TT, if you can still unmute and you can still talk, if you're not talking with anybody else at the minute, you're busy. How do you feel about Enzo? Has he, as JP, as TG just mentioned, that is Maresca got more out of him, or are we just seeing a guy in a purple patch? I don't know. Oh, Jordan's gone again. I don't know if he can talk, he will. But yeah, but I don't know, JPT. How do you feel about that? Oh, hang on, TT's back.
What did you say? If it's a who?
I said, do you think Enzo Mascarella has improved Fernandez, or is it just that he hit a purple patch?
I don't think Enzo Fernandez has improved. I think he's showing the level that he can be in the Premier League. I think the biggest problem that people forget is that for most of Pochettino's time, he had a sports hernia. He was injured, so that level that he could show was there because I don't see anything different from what he was doing under Potter. Because if you're being honest, Potter had the luxury of having an Enzo that was just about good enough for a player that just came in mid-season, but still doing bad in a team that was already doing horrible. So
Did he glitch out?
I don't know.
This
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is. He's muted. Big up, Jordan. But, alright, well, TT, let us know when you can talk again. But yeah, because the other thing I wanted to touch on JPT's point about has Enzo improved him, and I think this is fair to ask if my connection is lagging. All right, brother, will take your
No
time.
problem.
Like Concedo, is it Concedo is just being the player that we all expected him to be, or because Concedo, even though I agree with I think what JPT says it to a degree, he's helped Concedo show a level. But when it comes to certain games, because of the way Enzo sets up, you can see how Concedo struggles physically. If you know what I mean, JPT, do you understand what I mean? Because he gets bodied in the midfield too, and he gets left alone essentially, doesn't he? So with Enzo pushes up the pitch, and when there's no Lavia, that's where all the gaps in the midfield appear. Because once Enzo goes up, and we know that Moises Concedo is not a defensive midfielder. So he's not looking to cover space or whatever else. Maybe he's looking to push up the pitch and see where he can jump into play, link play with others. But where do you think he's improved more and more, or is it just the quality of the player?
That's a good point. I'm not sure if it, I think he was set up better with really anything he was supposed to do, whether it's play as DM, CM, or inverting right back. He was played well. Shoot, some of his was looked more better than some of our forwards, like especially the volley from Man United was a beautiful one. The midfield shot, going from back from last season. But I think, yeah, part of it goes into how Maresca set up. But I do think that, it doesn't that in a way improve Caicedo to know like what he's capable of doing at our club with this squad.
Well, it depends. It depends on how much you credit that to the player or how much you credit that to the manager.
I do think. What was it was it Jerry that said it or Chelsea Blue that we're not meant for a 4-2-3-1? Do you agree with
That
that?
was Chelsea Blue.
Chelsea Blue.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So do you agree with that? Because we saw what Potts tried to force with this formation. It was always us. And now it's us going from a 4-2-3-1 with that inverting right back and then having that box midfield at times.
You know what? I'd go one better. I'd go full fucking Conte settings, bro. I'd have a 5-2-3-1. Because that's how Conte set up, didn't he? He had the 5 there with the 2, Kante and Matic. Then he had people like either Fabregas or, depending on who we played, we had Pedro and we had Hazard, then we had Costa. It depended on how he set up because he kept the 3 in the midfield, but he always kept the 2 wingers as well, which was kind of mad about that system. And I think because don't forget, people like Pedro and Hazard would come inside, and then Alonso and Aspilicueta would go down the wings and provide even greater width. But they could also slide in. Do you remember? Because that's the system I wouldn't. Was it? I'm not sure if it was.
5-2-3-1 is too many players.
Well, no. Well, so what was the system that the system of Conte? It was a modified system. It was a very strange system.
Wasn't it 3-4-3?
Was it a 3-4-3?
I want to say yes, but
because it depends how he started. Because sometimes Alonso and Aspi used to be further up the pitch, or sometimes they used to be deeper. It depends on how whether we're going offensive or defensive. Really, I suppose. They used to vary.
Or 3-4-2-1.
Because one thing I liked about that system is one thing that was good about our attack. If we needed to go narrow,
Jesus.
If we need to go narrow, we could just shift in. Hang on. Chelsea Blue also said the Ipswich game gave me PTSD with Tuchel and Parsley where defenders passing the ball more than our midfield. I got concerned. This season, Chelsea battle for 4th spot is going to be a razor-tight one. Well, if we play our cards right, it shouldn't be, to be fair. If we improve where we should be improving. The thing is, players who can play various positions a dime a dozen and fill your squad to accommodate into the... Yeah, I know what you mean. They're just fillers, but you want professionals. You want specialists. Chelsea is a 3 out of 5 at the back team with the defensive fragile defense. Yes, I agree with that also, TT. But we need to eliminate these fragilities. That's the point. It was a 3-4-3. There you go. There you go. With Conte and Moses as well. And oh yeah, that's right. Because Aspie was the inside right centre back, wasn't he?
Right.
And you had obviously David Luiz in the middle and Gary Cahill on the left. Sorry, yeah, thank you. I'm just tired. I need to actually think. Yeah, then Alonso, then Moses, then Matic and Kante, and yeah, Pedro. Yeah, that's it. Costa at the front. But the thing is, the one thing that was good about that system, and I'm not being funny, it's not like most teams haven't tried copying a three at the back since it wasn't a new thing in terms of world of football, but it was something that we kind of brought back, having three at the back. Like we kind of brought that back into the Premier League a little bit because everyone else was like four at the back, and it kind of like stuck around. And a few people have done that, but I have to say I did like the tactical flexibility of that Conte team. Even though a lot of people would say it was a bit rigid, but sometimes you need to be rigid, especially when you're getting bodied off the ball the way we have been. It's a disgrace, man. It's a disgrace. Now, do you guys think that we're actually going to do anything about this defensive fragility in January? Do you think that they're actually going to put their hands in there? Because they can. Do you think they're going to actually do it, or they're just going to carry on jotting with the same thing? I'm scared they're going to just carry on with what they're doing, you know? It actually worries me.
For who to carry on?
Well, our board needs to invest in our defense. And if they carry on doing the same thing where they're just continuously swapping out youngsters, like...
We're getting Anselmino in January. How old is he, 19?
Bro, we don't need that though.
I know we don't, but that's what these board members are doing. Like, I mean, the Tomori one, I hope this happens. I hope the Tomori deal goes through.
Well, he should have arguably never left.
Right. Same with Gehi.
I still think we should have kept Chalobah as well, Trevor Chalobah.
Yep, but some people didn't think he was good enough to stay. Even some of the fans. Which I'm like, at this point, we need some like seniority in the team.
Bro, he won trophies with us. That's the first thing. If he's got a winning mentality of any way, shape, or form, you don't get rid of that, bro. Because you need winners in your team. You really do. And I'm not being funny. Half of the people that have won in the Chelsea team at the minute didn't win with Chelsea. They won with Argentina or whoever, man. This Chelsea team need to win a trophy. And that Europa League conference thing is it. And I'm still sticking by that. If we do that, we can complete European football.
That's a minimum for us right now.
It was, yeah, that's what I mean. It's a 3-4-3 with Alonso and offensive. Yeah, I know, TT. But they used to drop back at times as well. Like, for example, when we were at Anfield and we beat them 2-1 and Diego Costa scored that goal. Marcus Alonso and Figgy stayed deeper. Moses was... I'm not going to read that out loud.
No, don't read it out loud. You don't have to. I just rather just be stupid.
Maybe. Do you all think the team is too young for all these tactics? Sometimes you can have to keep it simple. Too much tactics can confuse players. The last 3 games. I don't think it's too much tactics. I think it's the wrong tactics. Giving my own personal opinion. JPT, would you like to answer that?
I mean, I don't think it's like too young to understand these tactics because maybe this for like under 20 squad, under U19 squad. But I don't think it should be the tactics that are working at the moment. Especially, my thing is not even the tactics, but having to switch middle of the game, because that's one thing Maresca is not doing, and maybe it's due to their age to have them switch. These teams, especially with these for their squad, just go to the game plan with what they've been practicing for.
Right. It's funny how you left that comment as well, because didn't I say the other day about going 2 up top?
Mm-hmm. That way we can have Jackson and Nkuku up front.
Well, yeah, and stop leaving our centre forwards isolated against 2 centre backs or 3 centre backs. That'd be a good start, considering they are young and they're not Didier Drogba, bro. No, none of these guys are Didier Drogba and have the physique and the size and the athleticism just to play these guys off the ball. Sorry, Jerry says defensive. Right now, this comment I respect. defense is in our DNA. I
Yeah.
very much agree with that. We should stick to our roots, obsessing over ball possession football, or only drain the players. And to back that up is they can't do it.
That is ass.
Pardon, TT?
Defense is Chelsea's DNA. What does defense have to do with Chelsea's DNA?
Well,
we hold the
over the
record
last,
for the-
we'll put it this way. I'll tell you what. I'll answer that this one. What's Chelsea's defending got to do in their DNA? Well, under the Abramovich era, Abramovich always wanted the best of the best, whether it be defense or attack. That's why under that particular era, we set the best defensive record for the Premier League team ever, and it's still not been broken. 15 goals.
But my question to you is, we set that record, but why hasn't it been beaten? Because the level of defenders has also dropped. Even the best of the best defenders can't in the Premier League, which people say Liverpool have been able to do it. They've come close, then they bottle it, because that sort of dynamism is not present anymore. It's only for a specific generation. So I can't agree with the whole defense is Chelsea's DNA thing, because even then we look at the defensive option we got over the years, it wasn't the same. And I don't think our defense has been great since those greats left the club. If you think about it, the whole fact of why we had to go 3 at the back is because we got exposed against Arsenal under Conte, and we had to apply more defenders. Tuchel, 3 at the back. The defenders had priorities on their own, and when we tried to play a 4 at the back, it did not work, and we had to go back to 3 at the back. So I don't agree with my friend Jerry there, but fair enough.
Well, you disagree with him. I agree with him. I think we always try to be the best, no matter because I'm okay. Maybe it's just my centre back roots. Who knows? But you should always look to defend just as well as you attack, because what's the old saying about all teams are built from the back?
I was gonna say, they're gonna go with the old saying, offense wins you games, but defense wins you championships.
Well, I thought you were going to drop that a good offense is the best defense, but
that's who.
But the thing is, you're not always going to have the best. We had the best attack in the Premier League a couple of weeks ago. Scored more goals than Liverpool. Go, 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 go. And look at us now.
Yeah, 1 in the last 3 games.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I said a couple of weeks ago, and this is no disrespect to no Arsenal fans here in the chat, but that's why I said I do not want Arsenal to become or Chelsea to become Arsenal Mark II, and that's exactly what is happening. Trust the process, playing systems and tactics that don't suit the players.
One of Pep's students at the wheel.
Bro, yeah, exactly. One of Pep's students at the wheel, making substitutions that don't make sense, bringing on strikers for 5 minutes. And
they get upset that that said striker wants to leave the club. I feel bad for Nkunku. I'm not gonna lie.
So do I. Well, bro, he's top goal scorer at our club still, which is still weird.
Yeah, it's a Conference League tax, but still, the guy was excited to join Chelsea until he got that injury, and now that you see these players just wanting to leave. I feel bad for Joao Fizz because he came back and so I mean, yes, it was a mandatory Atletico Madrid buy, but I feel like he was also excited to join the club because when he had his first in here, he was liking it. Barely saw him because of his red cards, but you saw he liked to play in the squad.
Prime example of Maresca overthinking. We also Gusto is a vintage fullback, overlapping runs and hugging the line. Yes, that's how Poch played him last year. The inverting this actually annoys me with him. I agree with you, and it's even worse when I see him at left back, considering we got Vega. Vega.
But Vega is also ass defensively.
What, and the rest of them aren't?
Vega isn't bad, but in terms of being caught out and leaving gaps,
thanks to you, Roy.
That is what he does.
You see most of his games playing that Conference League defense. The Conference League defense is super panicking. The only thing that keeps me secure about the defense is that Jorgensen's in goal. Because bro, that's where you see the
play one of those matches though.
Which ones?
He played in one of the Premier League matches in the midfield alongside Casado. I don't know which
Yeah,
match it
okay.
was.
Why are you
but
referring him as to a DM? Keep him at the back. He's not even a left back. He's a left center back.
I mean, one of the I think this I've always said that one of the biggest enemies that our players can have is the fact of how they can be quote unquote versatile. Because when you look at it, when Renato Vega was at Basel, for example, he was being utilized as a midfielder and also as a centre back and left back. So by doing that, Maresca is like, oh, okay, so this player is versatile, and it was the same with Chalaba. Chalaba was versatile, so he was playing all over the place. And that's the biggest problem, and that can ruin a player's career because you keep switching up their positions, and then at the end of the day, like you set this sort of demand for them to do this and to do that. But
The
yeah, I
expression
mean,
is the jack of all trades, but a master of none. That's the expression.
But I still think to put him in midfield in that's what is that, Swiss League?
Mm.
I think so. Anyways, I think the intensity and the level of Swiss League versus the Premier is day and night. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to disrespect the Swiss League or any other league just because it's EPL, but I think it's a different level. Just keep him to what he's best at, which is left center back.
Jerry says it's all about expectations. After a strong first 3 months, hopes skyrocket. Now, Mascara is still unproven, and the squad are feeling the weight of delivering on those expectations. Maybe, but what do they expect of themselves would be the question we all ask as Chelsea fans, because, you know what I mean? Like, that would be logical, because no one's actually sat there and told us what the plan is. We keep on getting told we're not in a title race, so what race are we in? Do explain. This will be hard to say when I watch Arsenal defenders. They remind me of old Chelsea days, big and strong defenders who will wind up any player and frustrate them. Well, actually, that's a trait we actually shared with our North London rivals through the 90s and early 2000s, because if you actually remember the old saying 1-0 to the Arsenal, the reason why it was 1-0 to the Arsenal, because once they fucking scored, you couldn't beat them. And that was a reputation they had with Tony Adams and all of that. And I've been watching footballs for a long time. I've seen many great defenses. So, I dare you to take him. I dare you to keep him, Leroy. We have too many players at the jack of trades and master as none. Fully agree with you there, Blue. Wish I could contribute more, but I'm lost now. So are we, bro. Wolfie, did you tell Jordan how to buy your merch? I don't have any merch. Big up Tony Claude TV in the building.
Look at his shirt. Look at his shirt. Look at his shirt. Look at his shirt.
Yeah, I see it.
Don't. Oh my God, bro.
Hey, let's have a look at your shirt. Yeah, that's a beautiful shirt, bro. Nice and blue still. Big up, Jordan.
No.
Like and subscribe to the thing.
Yeah.
Please, if you can, drop a subscription to my boy Tony Claude TV. Great brother, great friend of mine. I look forward to working with him a lot more in the new year, man.
Do the right thing, midges.
Big up to you, brother. And what's the right thing for you then, TT? I'm waiting for Latimer's screen. Yeah, hopefully they will. I'm waiting for Latimer's face to appear or something. I don't even see the Simpsons thing. Are you with us, Latimer? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Oh, there it is. All right, it's just been a blank. The Simpsons thing not come up on that. Big up, brother. How you doing? You good? Happy New Year to you.
Hello, Happy New Year.
Give me your take. Big up, Tony. You're more than welcome, brother. Big up. So, Latimer, tell me something. How are you feeling about Maresca now? We're halfway through the season. Give me your take on him, because you're quite an in-depth person yourself. Pause. So, give us your take on it. Notorious! Welcome to 2025, brother. Big up.
My thoughts on, you said Maresca himself. My thoughts on him haven't changed, really. Thoughts on Chelsea haven't changed.
So
what I'm saying is really happening. That we started off brightly, but expected us to go through a rough patch, and we're doing that right now. And things that I've been saying throughout the season. Sorry, my chair.
No. Get jiggy with it. No. Sorry.
Things that I've been talking about throughout the whole things that I've been talking about throughout the whole season about us not controlling games.
That's
It's
true.
been our last 3 games, we haven't controlled it. Our forward line has stopped scoring, and our defense just can't defend, and that's why we have 1 point in our last 3 games.
Well, is it tactical? Is it the manager? Is it both? Why can't we defend?
Cole Will's proven what I've always said about him. He's not good enough. The Sassy shouldn't have started in the first place against Ipswich. I don't know Maresca why he played him and played 3. I kept 3 right backs on the bench. That's weird. Just play Achington, because Gusto's been poor this season. Reece James can't stay fit. So you might as well just play Achington against Ipswich. We've been trying to get him to sign the contract because he's this talented player. Just play him. And even if we had so lost anyway, no one would have blamed the kid. Enzo, again, remember what I said? Without his 2 bodyguards in midfield, he just can't play deeper in the double pivot. Caicedo looks burnt out as he's been playing so many games now back to back because with Lavia out. Jackson's also being burnt out as well. Like, he needs to come out a bit and rest. But we saw against Ipswich when we take him out. And Cuckoo, he needs to go. He's not good. Like, I know he's a goal scorer, but he can't do anything else. He can't play as a striker. He can't play 10. He cannot play on the flanks. He doesn't press. He doesn't do anything. He needs to go. Felix is not as good as what people think that he is. This thing that Chelsea fans said about us having a deep squad, having 2 teams, actually even rival fans said it as well. Like, this narrative is not true. Like, maybe, yes, fine, in terms of playing in Conference League, we do. But when we have a few injuries and we now have to actually use our squad, it's not really that good. But even still, you can still find ways to go about it, which is what we were doing earlier in the season. And Maresca's not necessarily doing that the past few games. His substitutions have been very slow, which is what they weren't slow earlier in the season. Like, he was making very early subs. He was able to change the game after halftime. So I don't know what's happening right now. We're just in a bit of a rut, both in terms of manager and like playing players.
Do you think the other managers got Enzo worked out? Do you think the other managers got Enzo sussed?
I don't know. Well, maybe, but then again, they also have the players. So it's also on the players as well to like figure it out themselves. Like, they all have to work through it. So,
but we all know it's easier to change the manager than 25 players.
Yeah, but we can't just change the manager. We're not going to change the manager. Well, like, it wouldn't make sense to just change the manager now, would it? Like, that doesn't make sense. I'm still like behind Maresca. So
who are you going to replace him with? Even if that was the case.
That's true.
There's one manager available.
There's always managers out there. There's always managers available but regardless of Amarim is a quality manager, regardless of what's happening at Man United.
Yeah, I know. I feel sorry for him actually.
Yeah,
I don't feel sorry for him. He's stupid enough to leave Sporting and go to Man United. I don't feel sorry for him. But yeah, in terms of Chelsea, like, we're still gonna be fine. Like, we're still gonna get top. We're still gonna finish like 3rd or 4th. Is what it is.
I hate you, Tony, but our defending is horrible. Sorry, Tony's just said Chelsea have just conceded 23 goals this term. Not so bad though. 5th best. Well, how many games have we played in the Premier League this year?
I mean, yeah, but like, then when you look at how like open we were, there's a stat going about that Caicedo has made the most tackles and interceptions in the league, which looks great for him. But yeah, that shouldn't be happening. Shouldn't be happening. We should be controlling games, and we don't control games.
DJ Crane says Arteta is available.
Which is why he has to make the most tackles and interceptions. If he controlled games better, he wouldn't have to do that.
Someone, hey Jordan, slap TT for me, please.
So
Run down the road and give this boy a stiff box. I can't believe what this boy has just suggested.
I'm
yeah,
home. I'm home. I'm home. I think he's in Kingston. So yeah.
that's all I have to say. But anyone like wanting Maresca out and stuff, I think that's crazy. I'll be honest.
No,
Yeah, that's a
I'm not
panic
out.
button.
But as I said, there's doubts, and I don't know if you saw the bit when I explained about what I've seen, like in terms of coach, and I'll just quickly say to Prime that out of all the coaches I've seen manage Chelsea, he doesn't remind me of the Jose's, the Tuchels, the Contes. He more reminds me of the Lampards, the AVBs.
I disagree with you, bro.
Why?
Who's calling you?
All right. All right. Well, all right then. Well, okay. Let's switch the conversation narrative a little bit. What's there to be positive about? Anybody?
After the game?
Generally speaking, going forward.
Well, I think this just goes to show that now Sanchez can be in the bench, so at least even with our shit defense, there's a goalkeeper that at least can give us a chance.
What do you think George
No.
should start?
I mean, I just don't want Sanchez in goal going forward in the league.
Well, why not TT? Because he kind of cut in and cut out. Who said no?
I think that was TT.
What?
Yeah, he just went no. Yeah, no. All right. He was. Why did you say no? You baffled man. All right. He just wanted to interrupt. He's just trolling.
Yeah, I'm so
Go on,
confused.
JP.
No. I'm confused because I answered when I said no, when you said if anybody wants to answer, so I said no.
Oh, that was a bit of a delay. JPT started speaking, Brian, and yeah, that
was late as shit.
You know what I mean? That must have been connection or one hell of a lag, my bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like loading up the matrix and thing. But yeah, sorry, JPT, you were saying, my bad, bro.
That's it. Right now, just we have to hope that Lavi can come back healthy, and also, as any positives in the last couple of games, not really. Attack was slacking. We need a little bit more better options in our midfield because Cassidy, no. Dewsbury Hall, why is he here?
Bro, I know what. That was one of those when I heard we signed him, bro, and I'm thinking we're signing a championship player, bro. Don't get wrong, I'm not against Kieran Dewsbury Hall, right? I'm sure he does have his uses, but considering but Enzo helped sign this guy, and then he's been holding bench. So why did you sign him? Jerry says, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. 35 points from the first 19 games. Now let's say how many we can rack up in the final 19. Progress or regress? Well, in terms of the season as a whole, that'll be decided at the end. Of Chelsea's sack Maresca, I only hope to get the players and the fans on the same side, and Lily will be Jose. Well, that was kind of what Chelsea fans were sneakily hoping for, wasn't it? The third coming of the special one, Pauls. But you never know. Eric Ten Hag means Evan. Oh my God, I'm not even going to listen to you.
Wait, Eric Ten Hag. That's not what I have there. Read what I have, man. Come on, man.
Thugs have slips. Yeah. I saw what you said, but I was just trying to get onto what JK said. JK, we may not be going a lot longer, bro. So if you can get on, you can get on. Because I've got a sick missus I need to attend to.
Whoa. No. Nobody not coming in about 8 to 10 minutes. Pause with that argument, man. Come on.
Right. I know what he meant, and I wasn't making any dirty innuendos, but I think he's just going to do one anyway. But there you go. I think a goalkeeper is must. Sanchez is prone to mistakes. Well, I think that was one of the things I mentioned earlier, Stepsley, when I think that's a problem that Poch kind of solved, that Enzo kind of regressed in, going back to what Jerry just said. Because, and I said this earlier in the stream, like, Poch had actually solved, okay, whether you hate him or not, and I never liked Poch. Let me state this right now. Like I never liked him, but he got certain tunes out of certain people in a certain way, like the Connors and the Palmers and like the Gustos. I believe someone, I think it was Jerry or Chelsea Blue said it earlier about when he was hugging the touchline as a classic, blah 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 fullback. It's just weird how certain things have just gone full circle and it's just gone straight back to square one. This league is shocking. 2 weeks ago, Chelsea needed 3 points to gazump Liverpool. Liverpool flipped the script. Now they're 10 points behind. Well, the thing is that wasn't just the fact of we were close to Liverpool like the intended narrative was. They always had games in hand, whether it be 2 or 3. So that's why when I was speaking to you about a little while ago, Tony, I didn't believe in no title race. And this is exactly because anyone even been watching Chelsea up until that point where everyone started saying, if you win against Everton, you go 2 points behind Liverpool. It was kind of like, really? Have you been seeing how we've been playing by them?
I was gonna say it's more so 5 because that game in hand, even to Everton, Liverpool should have an easy game for them to win.
Well, you say that, but they've just taken points off everybody else.
Yeah, but like
only one game in hand. But
it's only one game in hand, so it says extra 3.
Back to what you're saying. What are you saying about like Poch improved players Maresca didn't?
No, I said Poch got a tune out of certain players, like Palmer. And he did. Because Palmer weren't doing that at City.
Well, yeah, but Palmer didn't play at City, so it doesn't really.
Well, there you go.
What other players? Okay. What other players were you talking about?
What, in terms of certain tunes? Well, I mentioned people like Conor Gallagher and stuff. Bro, Conor Gallagher was one of our best players last season, and he ain't great.
I disagree, but okay.
All right, so who was great for us last season?
No one really, barring Correa, Caicedo, Palmer, and Gusto, and Jackson.
Okay, and have any of them improved? Or are you just seeing the same what we saw last season?
Jackson's improved this season.
A bit. He's
massively improved. His finishing has improved.
Well, we got shut down over the last couple of times I've seen him play, bro. He got bodied against Everton. He got bodied against, the last couple of teams, really. Fulham. Like, he was getting muscled.
Yeah, but a season is not played. Our season is not just a couple of games.
No, I agree on that context. But I'm only going by what I'm seeing now. That's all.
Yeah, but also what you saw against Brentford where he scored. And other games where he scored in them.
We did mention that, but he hasn't scored in a few couples. So I think the Brentford game was 4-8.
Yeah, but that also does. Yeah, but that doesn't negate what he's done previously.
I'm not saying it does, but we need to go up and up. We don't need to. We need to be on an upward trajectory. Do you think the sporting director's job would be under scrutiny if things are smooth or we don't have to spend? I find the owners are allowing this SD to spend a lot.
Can I just say something?
That question doesn't really. We might have to reword that. That question doesn't really necessarily make sense.
In my opinion, I think we should spend in January. I think we should spend in January. I know this team we look at right now is not really good enough to win the league. That's not what we're asking for. Let's just get that.
I'll be right back. I'm being called. I'll be right back. Sorry, Jake.
Let's just get that. Just get that clear. That's not what we're asking for at the moment. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you are going to improve the team, it's not really for this season. It could be for the foreseeable future as well. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not going to go into next season, as well as with Levi Colwill and what do you call it? Levi Colwill and Badiashile, Disasi, and all of that. No, that's the thing. Let's be honest. And if I'm going to be honest with you, this league, we are not the only informed team at the moment. You need to understand things can go wrong and it's just a blip. You can draw about 2 games and look who's behind you, Newcastle, after being how many points above them. Do you get what I'm saying? The league has become more competitive than you think. Do you get what I'm saying? So asking for January signings is not really much, and it's clear that we do need it. Let's be honest. Do you get what I'm saying? Because if I'm going to be honest with you, although the players have been performing for this well, I don't think I don't think I have the level of trust for them to continue this sustainably. Do you know what I'm saying? Like to the point that we might even drop off top 4. I know you're gonna think I'm reactionary, if I'm gonna be honest, but it happens. Let's not act as if it happens, as if it doesn't happen. Do you know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, whether you think the squad is good or not, whether you think that Jackson deserves a chance as striker, I think there are better players that we can play to start ahead of them, in my opinion, or be second fiddle to. There's no problem with, if I'm going to be honest, a player playing well and thinking, you know what, let me bring in this role model. Do you know what I'm saying, to teach him to be better? Do you know what I'm saying? Because they can't do it all on their own. Let's be honest. If you're relying on Jackson, if you're going to be relying on Jackson, and remember, this is not even really about fighting for the league. We know, but this is about securing top four here, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm gonna be honest, you can say, "Oh, top four is easy, this, that, and the other." But I'm telling you, if we draw to Crystal Palace, do you know what I'm saying? If we draw
Mhm.
to Bournemouth, next thing you know, you're 1 point ahead. You're 1 point behind Newcastle, Man City. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you get. I'm telling you guys, this is no joke. So we can say and be nonchalant about it and like, oh, they'll bail us out the mud. But I'm sorry, you have to look at both sides as well. A lot of people, a lot of fans, they don't like to hear, listen, everything's going well. Why we think about the negatives? But I'm sorry, the negatives could happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Life is not always rainbows and unicorns. Let's be honest, guys. So that's just my thought about this guy's question. We do need to spend in January. And you can
Yeah,
call me
agreed.
reactionary, this, that, and the other, but you will not. But when you see us, for example, fifth in about April, you will not be saying the same. You'll be saying, "Oh, maybe we should have signed this." Because if I'm going to be honest, as well as people like to gloat about our depths, I think the last three games kind of showed us that the depth really isn't that good. Let's be honest. If we lose Levi Cole on injury, are you guys going to be happy with Tosin and Disasi playing, managing, listen, play going into Bournemouth, going into Wolves, going into. This is the thing. Do you know what I'm saying? The depth is not as good as you think. There's a reason why most of these players are Conference League level. The one on the bench. Maybe they are Conference League level. That Ipswich game showed that you should not be losing to Ipswich the way you did. I understand we've been on a good winning run, this, that, and the other, but I'm sorry. This is kind of unexcusable. And the thing that gets me worried is this is not okay, cool. And let me just say what I'm gonna say. But Maresca has bottled these sort of leads before. Do you know what I'm saying? If you look at Leicester,
He did it last year around this time too,
yeah,
didn't he?
around this time exactly. Yes, of course he went on to win the league, but that was a 12-point lead. I'm sorry.
17.
From that point, it's 17. Yeah, 17. Sorry, I'm sorry. That is crazy. You cannot go 17 points with Leicester. I don't care how bad that team Leicester is. If you're 17 points clear, you get a result no matter what. You pack the bus. You don't put stupid selections, this, that, and the other. And remember, Prime, we had a conversation in the beginning of the season. We spoke about the reason why Leicester actually bottled it was because of key injuries. Yes, key injuries whatsoever. You should not be bowling a 17-point lead. In my opinion, what Maresca should have done, what I've been doing, this is why I've not been on streams. I've been looking at the timeless. What he should have done, he should have not played this football. He played at Leicester.
Hmm.
If I'm gonna be honest, like bro, if I'm gonna be honest, this is not me saying Maresca out. I'm Maresca in. Even if we don't get top four, I'm Maresca in. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I actually believe this guy's got something up his sleeve. In my opinion, this is not me being reactionary, but like,
TT chill.
oh, wait, did anyone want to say anything? Or
No,
No,
keep,
no,
keep speaking, keep
TT
speaking,
was laughing. TT was laughing. Don't
keep
worry, he
speaking,
muted.
because bro, you're actually cooking, bro. So keep speaking. Keep speaking.
Yeah.
oh, okay, glad to know that I am cooking. The thing is, this is not me having a dig at Maresca, but I am just saying he really needs to learn for what he's been doing at Leicester. Because if I'm going to be honest with you, he clearly knows the difference between the first team and the second team. The second team have certain limitations to the way in their positions that he puts them in compared to the Conference League. This is the thing. Do you know what I'm saying? In Cuckoo cannot play striker in the Premier League first because you know the defenders are going to gang up on him. And you know the Bundesliga, you know how it is. They have a wide open space to be able for those players to run, have more time on the ball to do their tricks, this, that, and the other. The Conference League allows Nkunku to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? With the amount of time Nkunku spends on the ball, he's not going to get enough time to flourish. Do you know what I'm saying? That's one. Second of all, João Felix on the left in the Premier League. In my opinion, he did okay against Leicester, but when you looked at it, he couldn't really do much. He really couldn't do much. On the ball, this, that, and the other. He was actually just trying to look to create. He didn't beat his man once. If I'm gonna be honest, he was like he gave like a vibe that he was scared to beat his man. Do you know what I'm saying? When he was on the ball, this is the thing. The second team is too limited. That's the problem, and that's what we need to understand. It's all well having good depth, but when someone asks you, can you throw the whole second team in and can they perform well? I think that's where lots of people get confused. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they watch the Conference League team and say, "Oh my God, look at them! They're scoring 8 against this. Oh, their kids can even beat Shamrock Rovers." Do you know what I'm saying? So, bro, these are nothing teams. Respectfully,
There was no
sorry,
need,
Prime.
bro. There was no need, bro.
I'm
Come
Even
on,
that,
man.
sorry,
You
Prime.
just hit a nerve. You just hit a nerve. He hit a nerve.
No, I didn't mean to
wait,
do that. I
uh,
didn't
Big
mean
up,
to. I
Mel.
JK,
didn't mean to do that.
but JK,
That's why I said respectfully, because I have no beef with Shamrock Rovers.
No,
Do you
no,
know
no,
what I'm
no,
saying?
right,
but no, but you are right, bro. Because
Yeah,
the game against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, that
that
should
was
have been
bad.
a sign for people to
that
show
was the
that
biggest
this,
sign.
this. But the thing is, people didn't listen to it because the rest of the Conference League teams battered Noah. Heidenheim were a bit tricky, but beat them. Scored 5-1, 5 goals against Shamrock Rovers. All of a sudden, oh, like yeah, we beat Brentford, but since then, um, drew against Fulham, drew against we lost to
We lost to
uh,
Fulham.
drew
We
against
lost
Everton.
4-4,
Sorry, lost to Fulham, and now
and
we've
I
lost
lost it.
to
I think
Ipswich.
Everton, I can excuse that because Everton, with their barbarian squad, they got a team full of barbarians. So, bro,
Conan. A team full
True,
of
compared to
Conans.
our players,
true. But the only way I would have excused it is if we had beaten Fulham and then beaten Ipswich. But the fact that we didn't beat those two sides, that makes the Everton result even worse now.
and that's
I
the
would even
thing.
accepted a draw
That's
But the
versus
thing is,
Fulham.
And
I
Fulham,
agree.
we
that's
took the
why,
lead. We took the lead against
and
Fulham.
Yeah,
JK, that's why I'm not angry because that Newcastle game in the cup like proved what I thought. So I've been expecting this dip. So now that's happened, yes, it's annoying, but like I'm not as angry as everyone else. People are now starting to realize certain players aren't good. I've been knowing this. That's why at the start of the season, when people were telling me playing Cuckoo over Jackson, well, we did it and it didn't work. Play João
even
Felix. We
even in
did it,
Cuckoo's
it
not
didn't work.
a 9.
Bro, he's not a nothing, bro. He should leave. He's not good.
You know,
All he can
I
do is
agree
score
with
I just
goals,
Prime.
think
and
he's
he
like he
still
doesn't
can't
want to
Prime, I
score
play.
goals.
agree. I agree. There's no place for Nkunku in this team, and I saw this. I saw this when he came on against Fulham. I
Mm.
saw his positioning was the worst I've ever seen in a striker ever. I'm
It
being
looked like he
honest.
don't want to be there.
Yeah, exactly. The way I saw him walking, I saw this guy walking on a counter attack. This guy is not pressed. Do you know what I'm saying? His head is somewhere else. I'm sorry, sell him. I think we should just
PSG.
lose our losses. You know what? We made the loss here, 60 million. Just sell him for at least something profitable, and I think we will. At least I think we'll get 30 million out of him, in my opinion, because I did hear Man United want him. I'm not saying sell him to Man United, but if Man United want him, I think there'll be more people looking as well.
Nah,
But
PSG.
oh yeah,
We'll get more money
PSG.
from PSG.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they're
yeah, of
just looking
course.
to get rid of Colomwani, so it makes
Yeah,
sense.
I think I would sell him. I think Disasi needs to go. I think, oh,
Oh, bro,
bro, Disasi needs to go.
One
I
second,
think
TT.
I don't know about Tosin. I don't. Tosin can have his bozo moments. I still can't forgive him for that Liverpool goal Curtis Jones scored
Yeah,
because
To-
I
he's
don't know
not
how,
Tosin
bro.
is only here for the because we
for the
signed him
profit,
on a
but
free. We're gonna get make money from him, so I'm
for
not worried about
profit.
the whole Tosin stuff.
Yeah, but either ways, guys. Like my point is, I've been saying this for long, but I've had people jump on my throat like I'm crazy. People say,
Well,
Pause.
"Oh, we have the
yeah,
oh, like I'm the best. We have the best depth. We have the best depth." And I
No,
said,
we
"Listen,
don't.
this is
yeah,
what I'm trying to say. This man, oh, we got sufficient
Yeah,
backup.
we have the largest
We have
depth. It doesn't
bro,
people
mean
saying."
much.
listen to
People
no.
saying, oh, and I have people challenge us. If Palmer gets injured, what they say? Oh, we got sufficient backup. We go in Kunku.
Caicedo
This, that,
gets
and the other.
injured.
You know what I'm saying? Casado, this, that, and the other.
Reece
Oh,
James
Casado.
gets injured. Oh shit.
And JK, have you noticed these 3 games we've well, Everton wasn't a loss, but basically these 3 games we've struggled in have you noticed we've had to use our squad depth? No
Exactly.
Fofana. Reece James doesn't count as a player. So the Sassy is part of the squad depth. Tosin is part
Can
of the
you
squad
imagine?
depth. Nkuku is part of our squad depth. Felix
Exactly.
is part of our squad depth. Those
Prime,
are
And
the
we
players
didn't
we've
need
had to use.
Felix. We
Listen,
didn't need him.
No,
I'm
but
showing you. That's our squad. That's our amazing second team, you guys. That's beating Shamrock Rovers.
Can you
That we
imagine? No,
couldn't.
but
we had to take a player off of them. They
But
didn't have
Savet
Prime,
beat them though, bruv. Savet beat them.
Wolfie. Imagine we did a combined. Imagine we did a starting 11 prediction for a FA Cup final right now, and let's say for example, Caicedo got injured. How many of you will be confident? Oh, Caicedo has to come in and fill in for him, huh?
Bro, I'm not confident with
Imagine,
Casado.
imagine, no. Okay, cool. No.
I hear you.
No,
I hear you.
no,
I
no.
hear your point now.
No,
I hear
okay,
your
cool.
point.
Okay, to make it easier, Carabao Cup final against, let's say, okay, Newcastle. Are you confident? Are you confident Cassidy can come in and fill in that role? Okay,
Bro,
cool.
even forget
They
no,
will tell
forget
you no.
Cassidy, bro. Forget
Yeah,
Cassidy. Having Enzo in midfield up against that Newcastle PNP is crazy.
that is exactly. This is why I use Newcastle. All right, cool. If Palmer got injured, would you be confident João Felix will fit that role? No.
No.
Exactly.
That's
If
why it's
Neto
when
got injured,
people keep telling me
yeah.
take off Palmer. Well, who do you take off Palmer for?
This is
is
what I'm
why,
saying.
as much as like everything I just said about Maresca making quicker subs and stuff like that and using the squad, but we've just seen Maresca use the squad. We used it against Newcastle when we made heavy changes. Didn't work. We've seen even in the Conference League, we've been winning these games, but the performances haven't been amazing. I'm sorry. Listen, Chelsea versus Shamrock Rovers. Chelsea were not great.
I was about
I'm
to
going
say
to be
that.
real.
I
Chelsea
was
and a lot
watching.
of our Conference League games
Hang
haven't
on,
been
JK.
great. But you know what it is?
Because he's been waiting.
We've had better quality, so it's just like broke. But yeah, fine. Tyrone wants to speak about
Even Noah had chances in the start of
He
the
did.
game. I'm being honest. These man, last 5 minutes they started off like Barcelona at their prime.
that. Guys,
I thought they would score two. I thought they
J-
would score 2 goals in just 6 minutes.
JK, you know how I
Yo,
was talking? You know why I was talking like shit about Shamrock Rovers, like not winning but getting something out of the game because I see how shit the defense is in our second team. I was
I
like,
predicted
hey,
it.
if we get something in a channel 1v1 against the Sassy, but the Maresca did something that he hadn't done before. He played the Sassy in the middle of the back three, and my plan was gone. Like
Exactly. And in prime, if you remember the Shamrock game, I think it was Shamrock Rovers who I think they scored in the 11th minute. No, 12th minute.
yeah,
Yeah, I remember before they got their goal, they really had control of the game. I said this, I might have to apologize to Prime if we end up like not even winning with a respectable score. See what I'm saying? So what happened was this: they bopped us off the park. They looked like they could score. They could score 1 goal. I remember. I think Kenny. What's his name? Kenny, the
Johnny
striker.
Kenny, yeah, Johnny
Johnny
Kenny,
Kenny. Yeah,
bro,
Johnny Kenny
that
had a
chance.
chance. Yeah,
Yeah,
He should
that
have scored
cross
on that
from
one.
Dylan
he
Watt,
should have
bro.
scored that.
We score that, it's a different game.
That's what I'm saying.
He scored right away afterwards from the corner, right?
Yeah, and we scored after that from the corner. Yeah,
Yes.
bro,
I
that
mean,
could have been
No, I
that
can't
could have
lie.
been
I
2-1
was watching
Shamrock
Johnny, but
Rovers, and all of a sudden, hey, Wolfie's Maresca out, and everyone's turning, and I'm laughing. No, I'm joking.
no, but either way, I think we need to give Johnny Kenny a bit of credit. I think that was a top performance from him. I can't even lie to you.
Hang on,
That was a
TT.
top performance.
Hang on, 1 minute, JK. TT, what was you gonna say, bro? Before you forget, because I know what you're like. Because
Too
you
late,
you
man.
you.
I didn't forget. It's already been said, so it makes no sense. I have a
Hang on,
question
what?
though. Who do you guys sign in January?
Listen, Milan Skriniar is available. Go sign him in to play in the middle of our back three.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree
I
with
was
that.
about to say that.
Wholeheartedly, I agree with that.
Tell Cole to piss off.
Break the bank for Alfonso Davis because you only got to offer him a good contract.
Isn't he locked in with Madrid though?
I mean, Davis doesn't fit in terms of our defense. However, if you're telling Davis to play as one of our wingers, yes, I'll take it.
You know,
Well, he can do
I
that.
think Prime. I think you told me. You know, Bishak from Inter Milan. I'll take him as well.
Yes.
But I don't think he's going anytime soon.
No, but even to sign Bissek in the summer, bro, yes, bring.
Yeah, 100%. I like him. I saw him at the preseason game. He played at Stamford Bridge. I was there. but the way this guy defends, his IQ in general, on the ball, everything is fantastic. And if I'm going to be honest, Inter Milan have a load of centre backs, so I think I'm sure they can be able to sell him. But
Oh, we're linked to Tomori, the Kyle Tomori. What is everyone's thoughts on him? I take him back.
Yes, please.
yeah,
I'd take Trevor Chalobah back at this
than what he
rate.
has. So yeah, and plus he's got experience. He's won a title with AC Milan, no?
It'll be
Yes.
a leader for us, man. In the back.
Yeah, so
And he's
that's good
experienced.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I'll take him. But I think we should consider a striker, guys. I really think we should get a striker.
Bro, we should have done a striker at the beginning of the
Because
season.
I think if we wait any longer, the thing is, as I said before, I'm gonna be blunt. All was good with Jackson, but if the goals run out,
Which they
and there's
have.
been so many games I've seen in the last 3 games, I'm saying if a striker was there, and now we're starting this habit of crossing the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? We need a headed. So I'm saying we should have another goal for Osimhen. Because I'm sorry that the money is not.
Hang on, wait. Hang on.
Speaking
What
of
are you going to say,
crossing the
TT?
ball, Tyrone. Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, he had his finger up and everything. What are you going to say, TT?
Oh my goodness. No, tonight is not my night. JK finished literally what I was.
We don't care what you think. I'm joking. Sorry.
Yeah, man,
No, Tyrone. Everyone's opinion matters, isn't it? It doesn't really.
Except Primes. Except Primes now.
He gave him the rock
I
treatment.
was joking.
Tyrone, listen, Tyrone. Let me give you a bit of advice. Say
That's
what's
my
on
boy
your
right
mind. No, say what's on your
Speak,
mind.
yeah.
No, say what's on your mind.
No.
I don't care what anyone says. Don't care what anyone says. It's your opinion.
No,
At the end of the day,
you see,
Speak, man.
He's just upset because Rose has just said she's frozen her tits off. I think he's just feeling a bit shy. Talking about the lady folk. Go on, TT. Finish what you're going to say.
Right,
what? What about players?
One of the things that I hate is to sound like a broken record and then just repeat exactly what somebody just said. But what I was going to say is the whole fact of and what I was going to ask as well is the fact of when you guys said Tomori's experience. I wanted to know what you meant by Tomori's experience.
He's won the Serie A with AC Milan.
Did he win the Champions League with us?
His first full season there.
No, he left. He left in January.
No.
He left in January. He didn't win nothing.
Yeah, he left in January. But he won the Serie A with AC Milan his first full season there. And he's been playing in the Champions League with them. He's one of their best players. He's one of their leaders.
Then he says, take your throw up
well,
back.
I think he has the Bozo gene. He has the Bozo gene. based on matches I've seen of him.
All right, JPT's got a split. Keep it.
You know what? Yeah. To be fair,
whoa! No. JPT's not gonna not splitting nothing. No.
I said split, not spit.
Huh?
What have you got on your mind, bro? Like,
exactly. You said split. Oh, I didn't say split.
God.
I didn't say no, Wolfie. No, I said split, not spit. No, I said split, as in split. Like no. What were you talking about?
No dirty innuendos. Just let the guy finish what he's gonna say. All right.
I know what Tyrone said and meant. Tyrone,
I get it.
Dirty stuff aside, make your point about tomorrow, please.
Yes.
Right, because I'm saying that I'm sometimes in terms of positional awareness, he's had off games. I mean, ball playing, aerial ability, 100%, excellent at that. But positional awareness, it's been an issue, especially the matches that I've seen of him in AC Milan. Isn't he struggling for game time right now, or is it injury related?
If I'm gonna be honest,
I like Prime's idea, to be honest.
Wolfie, I agree with Tyrone, which is why most of our fans got annoyed with him. If you remember, I remember Tomori will start. He will have a bit of these bozo jeans, but they weren't really horrible. But then if you look at it, Kazuma was performing, Rudiger was performing way better on the level, which is why people got annoyed at Tomori. Tomori was not that bad. You know what I'm saying?
No,
but
JK, right, the squad management but baffles me is we had a guy that could do it in the position that Diassi plays for us, which Enzo, for some suicidal reason, because he keeps on putting him on the right side for some strange reason. We had a player in Trevor Chalobah that could do exactly the same job to a better level, who's already been trusted by arguably more proven managers.
But then Wolfie, that's on the board.
Do it to a better level.
That's not Maresca's fault, though.
Chalobah's not good enough either, by the way. Just
he's
because
better than Diassi.
He's not. Just because the Sassy shouldn't be in the squad doesn't mean Chalaba should.
Well, we
No,
spent
but
money to get him.
Chalaba is better than Disasi.
I
Sorry.
we-
don't. I really don't think so. And even if he is, it's not enough to be part of the squad.
Well,
That's not
Diaz
supposed
is
to
a
be the
problem.
standard, Wolfie.
To be
He's
fair, I have
better
to
than the
disagree
Sassy, but
because
even my left toe is better than the Sassy. Come on, man.
That Prime and TT have both got me on pure logic there. I agree, but as I said, I'd rather see Chalaba. At least Chalaba's won something with us.
They both got me on pure logic.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna call a spade, bro. They have because he can't do.
No, the way you said it was funny. It's like no, the way
Yeah,
you
it's,
said it.
it's true. I'm not gonna argue the truth. I'm not a liar.
Even if people want to say Chalaba's better, whatever, cool. I don't care for the shit versus shit argument.
Big up,
But my point is, they both should not be part of this squad. They really should.
Well, either way, it needs improvement, which was my original point. Because that's the way why I said about our transfer window was like a 6 out of 10, because we shuffled around the midfield, we shuffled around the attack a bit. We did improve.
Wolfie, if I'm gonna be honest, I think
no defense.
I think Levi Cole and Wesley Fofana, they can be great defenders. I just think they need a leader to guide them. That's just my thing. I know
Colwell
they're
makes
developing.
mistakes.
I don't think Fofana will be great. Fofana is not gonna have a good career. Too injury prone.
Yeah, that's true. You can get that one big knock now, and that could finish him. Sorry, JK.
I understand, but if I'm gonna be honest, under Graham Potter, like Wesley Fofana, yes, his last injury was at Leicester. I don't know who saw it, but it looked very bad. I saw the video. I think he bent his knee all the way back in a game in the Conference League. I don't know, but Leicester were playing in the Conference League, innit? And yeah, that's what happened. But yeah, Wesley Fofana, I think he did have a good run of games this season, if I'm going to be honest. But if I'm, in my opinion, we still had a bit of bozo dreams. But like, in my opinion, these centre backs have Levi Cole and Wesley Fofana. They can be very good players if they had a leader. There is no leader at the back. We need to be honest.
I think they need proper defensive tactics first, JK.
They need because remember before Silva came to Chelsea, do you remember the consensus was Rudiger and Christensen are bozos?
Yeah.
We need like a Silva. We need that sort of leader, and those are not necessarily easy to find. However, Arsenal managed to buy William Saliba, and Spurs managed to buy Van de Ven. Both players I would take at Chelsea in a heartbeat. It would be by far our
100%.
best
I like
defender.
Mickey Van de Ven.
We need to go and find that. There are defenders out there. Just find one.
Yeah, that's the thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But you have to be. The board just need to do their job. That's the thing. I can't stress enough. The board, they really need to get these signings right. This is not when people say the thing is what people are confusing is when we say when we need signings, we're demanding a league title. We know that this team is not ready for a league title, but at least get us prepared for when we are in one next season. It's best to start right now. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't wait until this, that, and the other. This, that. No, that's what Arsenal did, and you see what happening. Do you want to become Arsenal? No. And the next thing you know, we're going to be the ones we're going to be backing what we made fun of Arsenal for. So I don't want to. I don't want to do this thing. So once you get top four, good. Now focus on challenging. Do you know what I'm saying? Which means the oh my god signings. Listen, try attempt for them. Give them the money. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see no 18, 19-year-old that's supposed to be starting. I don't want
we want signings that will excite us again. Give us a Noshiman. Give us a player like a Mickey Van de Ven. Like
this is what I'm saying. A centre back, and a striker. If we cannot get a goalkeeper, I think
we still need a left back, bro. We still need a proper left back.
The fact we have a left back in Cucurella. The fact that we've spent all this money, right, on goalkeepers and Spurs have Vicario is crazy.
The thing we could do Vicario. Wait, is Vicario even good on the ball?
He is, bro. He's a brilliant sweeper keeper. He's a very good goalkeeper.
Yeah. Okay. Now I remember.
His only problem is the fact of like, when it comes to corners, teams tend to like crowd him out. But again, that's more so on how Spurs defend from corners.
Yeah, because he's not that
Spurs, it's a
tall.
lot. Spurs in general just get bullied. But
Yeah, 100%.
if you mitigate against that, which we've been doing this season, like I think he'd be fine. But regardless, yeah, we just like you can find a quality goalkeeper, find at least 2 centre backs to come in.
Well,
And I
hang on.
think Palmer is
Well, this is the final question I want to ask everyone. Just by rotating or bringing some of the players that we have in off on loan back, who would you guys like to see? Because I know a lot of people have been screaming for Uchi to come back into the team because obviously we need a proper ball-winning midfielder. Certain
Are you
people,
talking about Ogre Chocolate?
yeah.
Santos. Nobody else but Santos for that midfield. Ugochukwu can go to hell. I'm just joking. I love Ugochukwu. But
Everyone talks about Santos. Okay, listen.
He's
Yeah.
been removed. There you go.
Everyone, I want people to realize Santos is not a DM.
Well, that's
Just like
not why you get hired.
Caicedo is not a DM. Our
Wait, hang on.
problem, a big problem we have is midfield security. We need a defensive midfielder. Caicedo needs help because Enzo doesn't give him that help.
No, he doesn't.
Bring back
I'll take
Leggio.
Romero as well, but if that guy's prone to getting sent
Oh,
off.
no. Romero.
The only
wait,
way I
Christian
take Romero, I like Romero, but again, he
So do
is
I.
like when Tyrone talked about Tomori and being like Bozo Gene. That's what Romero is. But you know what's funny about Romero?
Violent one.
Gabriel. Remember when Gabriel joined the Prem and he was a bozo? Notice when he started playing with Saliba, he stopped being a bozo.
Yeah, because he had to
Rudiger.
fix up.
When Rudiger joined Chelsea, bozo. When he started playing with Thiago Silva, stopped being a bozo. When you play with a leader, you will raise your level. So,
But anyway,
listen,
that
I
doesn't
want
answer
Van
that doesn't answer the original question. If there's any players right now that we have that we're not using or on loan that we could integrate into the squad now,
bring
would be
back
more useful.
Oglu Chocolate. That's the player I want.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Prime.
There's beef going on in the chat while we're sitting here talking when the Arsenal fans and the Forest fans are going at each other.
Oh
Wait,
yeah,
there's Forest and
yeah,
Arsenal fans in there.
Yeah. Don't know why
Listen,
though.
I got a message for them. First of all, Forest, you know you're not gonna stay there. I want you. Listen, I want you. Listen. As
Man
much
said,
as I
you know
want
you're
you
not
to,
going to stay here. Oh, I want you to
no,
stay.
it's true. As much as I want you to gain your first ticket into Champions League after how many years?
Bring back Tetra for fun.
Listen, unfortunately, you're not gonna stay there. I want you to be there, but you're not gonna stay there. Unfortunately.
Wait, you
And
sound like you're
Arsenal-
gonna cuss them down. Now you're like, you know what? I wish you luck.
Why do I need to cost Forest?
I never said you need. I never
big
said you needed
significant?
to. I never said you needed
But Arsenal, Tony Gunnar, Claude. All right, listen. I know you love me because I speak the truth about my club, but brother,
That was a humble answer, wasn't it?
Bro, you ain't gotta listen, brother.
JK cracked me out, you know.
You can't listen. You're in phase 6. No. This is the last phase where you become a spicy Spurs. So please,
That's a
I'm being
spicy
honest.
Spurs.
I'm gonna be so real. No, I'm gonna be so real.
Dear.
Also,
It's getting tasty.
Arteta won the FA Cup. I understand, but if I'm gonna be honest with you, what's the difference between him and Pochettino and Spurs? I want to know. Except he's won the FA Cup. What's the difference?
Alright, brother. Respect the Community Shield.
No, be quiet.
yes,
No, not
respect
the Community
it.
Shield.
And
No.
respect the Summer Series trophy. The Summer Series trophy that he won against Chelsea. Woo!
No, because I'm sorry.
With someone else's squad.
But this was the same fan base. I remember the same fan base that made fun of Chelsea for winning trophies and playing this
Wow.
haram football.
Damn, take your
But now-
supplements, TT. Shit. Sorry, JK. Read that and you'll see why I said that. I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt.
What do you say?
No, he's saying he's trying to take his heart supplements.
Bro, trying to why? Come on, Tyrone.
He put that in the chat, bro. That's why I said but he says he can't.
It's okay.
Eat
It's okay. Just move. Keep going, JK, bro.
Yeah. That's just TT. Do you think, man? Sorry, Jake.
Yeah, I was saying, like, brother, when are you guys going to show us that you're worth the noise that you give? I'm being Because normally when people talk like they're above of everybody, they win a Premier League or Champions League, no?
Look,
So
man, look, the viewpoints of what they think of themselves or other fan bases. Look, we've never had in battles like certain Arsenal fan bases have it sometimes, where we've never had Wenger in, Wenger out, and all that kind of crap. So it's just, look, if there's one thing we all say as Chelsea fans, we are unified in the sense of we want what's best for Chelsea, and we stick with that. Like
cool,
that's
cool.
that's why we're all
But
sitting here
seriously, to the
talking.
Arsenal fans in the comments, if Arteta does not win nothing, are you sacking him? Okay, that's what I
Well,
want to say.
oh,
That's what I
no,
wanted to say.
that's something that will be time determined. Yeah, he says we are punching above our weight, and I'm loving every minute of it. It's not bottle jobs here because unlike Arsenal, we ain't ordering it. Oh dear, this is getting tasty. Yeah, but on what JK just said, what we expect because we're Chelsea fans, and to answer what you just said, no, 100% sack him and
Oh, well
neuter him.
done. You got standards. I
Oh no, DJ Crane, he supported Arsenal like for a long time, so like he's seen like winning Arsenal sides. Wagwan Miss Cullen, she says Wagwan Mr. Simon. I say Happy New Year to you, ma'am. Hope you're doing well.
but
Big
for
up
me,
Jezza in the building. Long hairs, yeah, he kind of bollocks, mate. He. Big up Jezza.
oh
Legend
Jez,
in the
I know
building.
Jez. I know Jez from he normally I think he joins North Sides. Um
Yes, sir, he does.
yeah,
He big up Jezza, big up Unks as well.
yeah,
His
big up
partner in
Jez.
crime as well. Like big up to the Arsenal history and more. I hope you're doing well, Jezza. A very happy New Year to you, brother, and I hope you are very, very, very well. But yeah, in terms of that, what you were saying about us and Arsenal as well, that's the thing about with the title challenge and all this rubbish about what's been spouted in the media about us over the last couple of weeks. I'm not taking this as a dig at Arsenal fans, but it's kind of like they were setting us up how they set Arsenal up every season. You know what I mean?
That's the
Like in
thing.
terms, and it was kind of like, no, you don't do that, and the things like trust the process and all that coming into it and all that kind of stuff, and it was
But
just like,
Wolfie, it will be a
why?
lose-lose. It's a lose-lose situation because at the end of the day, you know what? You know what they say after we say, "Oh, we're not in the title race." They're now going to use the 1 billion price tag as a thing. Oh, 1 billion, and you don't believe you're in the title race. The thing is, if you know football, you know that when you spend 1 billion, it doesn't mean the quality of the players will be good all the time.
No,
You
it was
can't
a
spend.
massive. No, it was to refinance the club. We all know that it was a
And
massive
we all
shift to
know for a
refinance
fact,
the
let's
club.
be honest, the current squad we have now is not 1 billion. The billion is all the players we sold. What do you call it? Koulibaly. Remember we also had who else? We had so many other players. Who did we buy in that summer where the owners first joined? Flip's sake, it was oh god.
What era? What time? When? What
It was
season?
22, 23. The season Tuchel got sacked.
Koulibaly, Sterling, Kukurea, Wesley Fofana.
Yeah, Wesley Fofana. That was our and that costed I think 600 million plus
Big
other
up, Dan.
signings. Do you know what I'm saying? So we sold most of them, and Mason Mount is out the door. I know we didn't buy him that season. Havertz is out the door. Raheem Sterling is about to go. Do you know what I'm
Chilwell,
saying?
they're
Let's be
having
honest.
Chilwell, they're having
Chilwell is going
problems
to get
getting.
sold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, they're having
exactly.
problems getting him out though.
Yeah.
That's an expensive problem.
An expensive problem. Yeah,
Just like
100%.
Sterling's gonna be when he comes up. Big up, Dimes in the building. Hope you're doing well, brother.
Exactly. And even some of the depths that we claimed that were sufficient enough to start for the Prem, they will go as well. Disasi is going to go. Nkunku is not going to stay. Do you know what I'm saying? Which will then decrease our squad value as a whole. Like the money that they're worth will go down. So I'm sorry.
Well, the thing is, JK, I think the answer is to what you're just now alluding to, is because I think Prime mentioned it earlier when he said about the depth of our squad and how we're now finding out that depth isn't really good enough. And that alludes on to what Prime was saying earlier and what I said about the transfer window. He said about the transfer window. You've alluded to and you've spoken about it yourself
Yeah,
over
the
the
depth just
last
isn't good
45
enough.
minutes. Bro, you know what makes me laugh? Yeah? That's why I said we've got people like the Universal Soldier in Mikhailo Mudryk, Jean-Claude Van Damme settings. Like, we've got a lot of players we don't use. Okay, I know Prime rates Dewsbury Hall. Like, Dewsbury Hall may be a very good player, but he
Wait,
doesn't get
when do I
used.
rate Dewsbury Hall?
No, I said you liked him. I never said you right. I
You
thought
said
you
I
said,
I
like
remember
Dewsbury Hall.
Prime did say it would be a good idea, but I don't think he rates him anymore.
I said
When he
no.
first
I
came
said
in.
earlier in the season we should play him because Enzo was doing shit, and we had no other.
oh, all
midfielders.
right then. So he was.
But I've also said about Dewsbury Hall is I'm not worried about his signing because I know why he was signed for one and two. I know we'll flip him and make money, so I'm
Fair
not
enough.
I'm not as angry like everyone else is.
No, I'm not angry. I just have the general belief that the squad depth isn't
I didn't
good
say
enough.
I didn't say you were.
Oh, all right. Oh, sorry. All right, okay, yeah, fair enough. Generally speaking, I apologize then. Yeah.
No, but either ways, I'm trying to navigate how Dewsbury Hall would fit in this team. Like why I'm trying to figure out why we signed him. And
We just
Why did we sign him, João Felix?
we signed Dewsbury Hall because of the squad. When you bring in a new manager, they tend to bring in like one of their own like generals and stuff for the squad. But it's cool. We'll sell Dewsbury Hall in the summer, like a West Ham or whatever. We'll get 40 mil, which is a profit. So it is what it is. It's not necessarily that deep. The João Felix thing, that's annoying, but we were trying to buy Samuel Morodion, which again, someone we could actually use right now. Look how well he's doing this season. But his medical failed for whatever reason, and we had to buy a Atletico Madrid player so they could buy Gallagher. So we ended up buying Felix.
Yeah, but bruv, all
look-
these cascade domino deals, bruv. I long for the days of the Abramovich that we just got things done, bruv. Oh dear, but yeah,
But football doesn't work like that anymore.
no, it doesn't. And boy, has it got worse for it. But look, is there anyone else wants to quickly drop in? Because I'm going to round it up because it's coming up 20 to 2 in the morning for me. And
Have you guys even talked about the Palace game?
a Palace, what, coming up? No,
Oh,
but
yeah.
we'll probably do a preview for that. So that'll
I
be a separate
realized,
video.
Wolfie, we never do previews. I'm being honest.
We did
like-
one for Ipswich last week.
No,
Which
but
was-
but either ways, I've realized. You know what we do normally. Actually, it's your channel. I shouldn't really say anything.
No, you're a
But-
part of my channel. You can say we. Be my
No,
guest.
like- okay,
Just
cool,
like
cool,
Prime
cool.
and TT. You're all part of my channel, bruv. You all
No,
help me
I'll
get
show
to
a
this
level of
point.
respect. I'm not the guy to.
And
tell a
I'm
story
showing
for
you
someone's-
respect back. That's it.
You know what I'm
That's what it
saying?
is. No one
No,
took
but
it
like
personally.
I'm just saying what we normally do. So what we normally do is that after the game, we do the review and preview for the next game at the same time.
Mm.
So it's basically one video a week, and then you guys have the watch along as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
You
Which for
you
me-
want us to do more. I appreciate that.
Listen, you don't have to. It's your channel, but like it's you, bro. Like, what
It's
would
time
you like want to
constraint.
do?
Right, listen,
Yeah.
brother. I'll tell you what. Because I work a lot of the time, right?
Yeah,
It's time
I
constrained.
get it. That's what
So
I'm trying to say.
I do as
Well,
much as I
yeah.
can.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm trying to
but
say. I
like
don't normally join these like stuff because I work
we
in
don't
it. So
we don't always have to all be on the stream to do it. So long as there's at least like two of us. Like if you're working or something or whatever, JPT can still go live and one of us will join, or vice versa. He's working,
Well,
you can
he
go
does
live.
if
and
he's
someone else
not. If
will join.
I'm not there, so like.
There's what?
He does. Yeah, he does go live. When, like a couple of weeks ago, when he did the watch along, and I was sick and I wasn't there. He does do his own bits. It's just like
No,
one thing.
I mean like
Whoa,
for
whoa,
like
whoa, whoa,
preview.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I mean like
No,
for preview.
no. I know what you're gonna say, TT, and just no.
We'll see. It's just that's why I ignored it. But I'm talking about for previews and reviews.
Well, the thing is, I actually had time to do one for Ipswich because I knew I wasn't going to be able to watch the game, and I'm going to do another one for because what we got is a Saturday kickoff, isn't it? Was it 2:00? I believe so. I'll probably, if JPT and you lot are free, we can probably do one tomorrow if you wish. Next time, Wolfman. All right, DJ Crane, big up, brother. Wolf is also RoboCop, so he's not in his prime directives. Whoa, I don't know. I always say I'm in a pack more than a robot because that's what I mean. Like, that's why I thank everyone for their help. Everyone, like, even if I've only got 200 and whatever subscribers, everyone helped me get to this point. Whether it be JK, TT, Prime, Yeti, Jez, Kenny Ken, you know, every single person that comes on here, Rosie, you know, Ola, everyone that comes on here has contributed to helping me. So, like, I thank every
Oh, you
single
know
one
Kenny
of you.
Ken and Ola.
Yeah, they come onto my channel, brother. I'm very tight. I'm good
I
friends
know
with
Kenny
Ola.
Ken. Is it the Arsenal
Yeah.
fan you're talking about?
The one and only, bro.
Kenny
Yeah.
Ken and Ola, they're very cool.
You,
I've
you know
spoken
what's
to
funny
Ola
about
before.
these?
He's our photographer, isn't he? Like, he's very cool. He's a cool
Do you
guy.
know what I like about the Arsenal fans that you get on Jez, Kenny Ken? Do you know when you go to bed, like you have a certain podcast you like to listen to? I know what I like to do is listen to these guys spout the truth and exposing the Arsenal views, man. It's so funny.
Well, the thing
man.
is, you see this nickname here, the one that says Wolfie. Guess who gave me that nickname?
Was Jez, right?
Kenny Ken.
Oh, Kenny Ken. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And I have to say, looking back on it, I have to sit there and thank Kenny Ken, Jez, and Ola, because the very, very, very first stream I did on YouTube about football was with the three of them, and luckily, I got along with all three of them. They were all happy to talk to me. They agreed with what I said. I agreed. It was just one of those ones where it just went so well. It made me start talking on my own channel, bro. So like, I have to appreciate that. Big
They're
respect
top
to the three of
guys.
them. They're all very nice guys, bro.
Why is his nickname for you Wolfie?
Well, because it's Wolf Fang, isn't it? But he just calls me Wolfie. Remember, he's a very old school Londoner as well.
Not that's okay. That's stupid for me. That I thought it was in relation to your name. I was confused. Never mind.
Well, it is in relation. Wolf Fang, Wolfie. Yeah.
No. I know. I meant your. I was thinking. Yeah. Never mind.
If you weren't playing FIFA and paying attention, you wouldn't have had to think about it.
Mind your own business, bro.
Are you winning though?
Yeah, we just scored.
What's the score?
1-0.
All right, keep it up.
we literally just scored, as you said. Are you winning? So yeah.
Hey! Applause. There we go. He's 2-0 up. I'm no 50. All right. Well, DK. Oh, he's cut. Look. TT.
Okay. Cool.
All right, but look, we're gonna round it up. Thank you to everyone that's been in the stream today because we've had a 2-hour one. Goal! Shamrock Rovers scored the goal. 2-0. Sorry, I had to drop that in there.
You know what's funny? The 4 goals that Chelsea scored against Shamrock Rovers to win. Hey, you could.
That's fascinating. I'm kidding. There you go.
The 4 goals Chelsea scored against Shamrock Rovers to win. Listen, I bet you would trade that Shamrock Rovers victory for a win against Everton, Fulham, and Ipswich.
Right, Shamrock Rovers couldn't beat Everton, okay. So let's.
I'm talking about. Hey,
no. Don't try it. Shamrock Rovers could not beat Everton. So
what does that? But what does that have to do with Chelsea not being Ipswich?
Well, we beat you guys, right?
And you beat Ipswich. My point is that you guys would have traded that victory against Shamrock Rovers for victories against Everton, Fulham, and Ipswich.
Frank, can I also say something? You know, Everton.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Everton will do the invincible in your league.
Okay, if you say so.
Wait! Did you hear that? JK says Everton are the Shamrock Invincibles, bro.
But they will.
And Chelsea wouldn't. Chelsea couldn't even beat Everton. So
we concede too many goals, bro. We get too many in.
And Everton don't score enough goals, so they wouldn't do the invincible.
Just draw every game, 0-0. There you go. Right. So, TT, if you got anything coming up in terms of the build up to the weekend, because obviously you are a person who pumps out quite a lot of YouTube content, Pauls. So
hey, Tyrone, don't do that. Don't make a joke to that comment, please.
Yeah, go on. Say what you're gonna say. Yes, you did beat Everton.
I was actually gonna say something serious for the first time ever. Yeah, I have a preview tomorrow for the match actually. And a video on a centre back, so player analysis. What is Prime doing, man?
He's doing the funky chicken,
bro.
Bro. But go on, on TT, where did you go? You're doing he's doing. Yeah, you're doing Don't duck out halfway through telling us about the show, bro. So yeah, you got. What time is it tomorrow? UK time. What time are you gonna drop?
Around 2 p.m. UK time.
About 2 p.m. UK time. So look, stream up the chat. You should find TT's channel there. his channel link. I think I put. Hopefully, I didn't miss anybody. I put all the other content people that have been into the chat tonight. Rosie, Jez, Tony, Yeti. I think if I missed anyone, Melina, Lady Mel was up in the building a little while ago as well, but she's picked.
Wolfie, I got a cut, yeah? See you later.
No, it's
Next
JK.
time.
Big up to you, bro. We're ending it now, anyway. Next time, brother. Try and jump on the preview tomorrow if you can, because I'll do one and try and get everyone together. So if you're around tomorrow,
time?
give it a shout. Probably about the same time as this, a bit late, about 11ish. So whatever else.
I might not be able to join that preview, but I'm just gonna say we're losing 1-0 to Palace.
That's what we want. Positive talk. There you go. Oh yeah, and of course Dimes as well. Big up, Dan. Happy New Year to you all. Thank you very much, Jezza. Big up to you, brother. Again, thank you for all your help and what you've done with Kenny as well. Big up to you, sir. Thank you very much. I much appreciate both of you. Much obliged. But yeah, and Rosie as well, DJ Crane, Chelsea Blue, Jerry, everyone, Donna that's been in the chat as well. Eric, big up my brother. He was there as well. Big up Gavin, sorry, as well. Jordan as well, that was here. Shame he couldn't get his stream to work properly in terms of he was in and out. Again, obviously, big up Mel as well, who was there earlier. Another Arsenal content creator, JK as well. Big up to being on. Obviously, big up to Prime. Big up to Chelsea Sessions. TT catching tomorrow. And people, we are out of here. Have a good night. Stay safe and peace.